more flavor and power. And then especially the fact that they brought unarmed to the fighter again finally after realizing that, oh shit, the monk still sucks.
They brought unarmed to a lot of people.
So with that, coming back to Lostrana, after a wonderful trek and speaking with some Pegasi, you arrived at the Silver Waters prison after being escorted by one of the various resupply guards that were in flight. After Amelia mentioned that she was a forge master, the captain seemed happy but still cautious at the prospect of, if this is a clean ship, it would be nice to have someone who could do forge work. After following them pretty much the whole way there and having their own endeavors to deal with, and also the one tiefling in question being watched over by Ironstride diligently, arriving in Silver Waters and being immediately boarded by the town militia, which is basically the entire township in itself, as it is a military base in a form. You saw the main keep in itself, the many ballistae, catapult, and binders that were made to take down ships and defend the keep, as well as even what seemed like porcupine launchers in the main yard for guarding against anyone who was bold enough to land a ship or a skiff square in the middle of the yard. As for other parts of the castle itself, you can see that a good lot of it was covered over by many of the turrets. You did make note that there are quite a few people, aside from the siege engines on the roofs, with bows and other such things as crossbows. So obviously if that defaulted to that, or if there were some others in the yard, they could do a little more precise shooting. As we do come back to the situation of the guards coming aboard, Bradimir looking like Masiba, but being approached by one of the inspectors as he asked if he was calling in his favor so soon and why he returned to here, and mentioned captain for Masiba. With that, it kind of gave underway a little bit for them to start rushing the inspection of the area before extending a hand to Millirin. And the other guard captain kind of told Masiba, aka Bradimir, to speak with him later. At this point now, as they are finishing their inspection, you can see that there are some questions as to the people you travel with, but they see that they are all full able-bodied and seem to be doing their own work. Some of them look... The brain in the jar, I believe, was hidden away, right?
I mean, if nobody told me to, I wouldn't have hidden it. I mean, he's his own person. He doesn't have to hide if he doesn't want to. He's a brain in a jar.
Yeah, we're a bit too used to Philippe.
Yeah, I don't think I would have thought to hide him. It's not like there's anything wrong with him.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably would have asked him to help us hide shit. It's like, Philippe, make sure nothing conspicuous is out in the open.
On it! Mage hands like a whole bunch of shit into a barrel and shoves it into the hold.
Yeah, why would I hide Philippe? Philippe isn't bad. He's just a brain.
So, there will be the one curious inquisition of where you hear the guard, like, asking about the brain in the jar, and you hear Memdosh immediately pipe up as Philippe is quiet for the time, like, "It is my collection. It is from a friend."
Memdosh is defending the brain in the jar.
Oh, darn.
Memdosh just straight savaged Philippe right there.
It's like your problem has an even bigger problem come out and defend the existence of your brother.
At that, you do kind of hear, like, the other guys, like, if we weren't expecting it, just like, "Oh!" like not realizing that Memdosh could speak. So
Yeah, I was just gonna be honest about Blair. I was gonna be like, yeah, we found him on a war barge. But no, Memdosh has this covered apparently.
So, they obviously kind of look over the ordnance, and some of the other men are kind of giving the eyeball to the cannon on the front of the ship that's been anchored.
Do you have an issue with the cannon?
Yes, you can see like one of the guards like moseying around, like never seen a trade ship with such a fanciful cannon before.
Did you see all the monster parts we have below deck? We fight a lot of insane shit.
You just kind
We
of
killed a one that's bigger than like your castle, man.
He just kind of looks at it. Sure. All right, early bird. I'll believe you.
If I could frown, I would be.
So, as they continue going around, you can see that there's a point where one of the guards are inspecting Nashu and Monolith, and Monolith, seeming not too happy with some of these guys aboard, kind of starts, eyeing him up and down in turn, getting in his face and looking him up and down like he was looking him up.
That's my boy.
Reverse inspection, yes.
You could see a couple of the guards immediately start kind of like shouting off, like, dude, fuck off. Like, I think we pissed it off.
Me also eyeing them.
So, they're all just kind of like, you can see a little bit of like sweating bullets here, because like these are clearly just, the grunts. They're not veterans at all, like the captain is. So, after a good portion of clearing and all that, the captain will go over. We'd ask that your crew doesn't go too far into town. Probably stick around the port and probably some of the bars that we have here just for passerbys. But definitely recommend not going anywhere near the base or anything like that. They would probably be a little jumpy. They've been getting a couple of attacks, and especially after one of the mightier ships have been stolen away from Sleet Run, we have been put on high alert.
Oh, I see. I thought you were going to make a racist comment about Dark Elves.
I'm not gonna judge one for your crew. I'm just saying that, pirates have recently stolen a powerful ship. We're on the lookout for it. And just we're not sure who we could trust right now.
Oh, all right.
It's understandable. We'll do our best to stay near the ship, but I was promised a forge.
Right. Well, obviously, your crew's allowed to take their leave as far as the township. Beyond those points, they'll be taking their own life into their own hands. I do recommend keeping watch on your ship. We do get quite a few skeevers thinking they could skirt by and try and steal something sometimes. They usually shoot them down pretty quick. But you just follow me. I'll take you to the horses and get you up to the fortress. Is there any tools in particular you need?
I have most of mine on me already. I'm sure I can make up for anything I've left behind with they have available.
Alright then. So with that, he'll lead you off, and you can tell, especially for the way that this city functions, there's obviously a few merchants here and there. Not a lot, because obviously it's a pretty dangerous area to be in. But you do see quite a few shops and other things are still open. They don't look like they have anything overly immaculate, but still at least a functional port town.
While we're going, I just pull out my little metal arm, strap it on, and then cast Tiny Servant on it.
And then as he's going off, he'll kind of bid Bradamir / Masiba farewell, and hope to catch you sometime in the Green Wiggler, as he points up the street at the bar.
Yeah, see ya. We'll catch up.
Safe. So, heads on down. Copy you real quick.
The void, it calls to me.
It's always the void. Alrighty. So, as you do approach, you would be buddy, it's not me. So you would be escorted by the said captain and 2 of the other veterans that were accompanying him. You've seen these boys with the ships before. As you do approach, you do end up seeing the main gates that the castle has been kept wide open, obviously not on full alert at the moment, still being watched and guarded by many. Let's see. There. I don't know if anyone can see that.
I am literally blind.
I'm just watching the stream.
That works. A lot of empty rooms for the moment.
It's as black as my soul.
Same.
Goddamn, that's deep, bro.
Oh, fair.
So edgy.
Let's see if I can't just throw down a light for you guys.
I'm just a human. I don't have dark vision.
Yeah, this totally, definitely not dangerous at all. No.
No, I'm only walking into a fortress.
Here, let's see.
Yeah.
Several guards behind me and many more ahead.
Oh,
I
you're fine.
really do hope our communicators don't like podcast out loud, so I don't start screaming over communicator. Hey, I think I know where Radomir's parents are inside the prison. Like 3rd floor, maybe like in the back.
Hey, let me check out the back.
Here's giant, like crushing noise.
Okay, quick question. How the fuck do I edit my proficiency bonus?
Yeah, you just change your level and it does it automatically.
It has not done so.
And everyone
I
see
mean,
that?
if they're the kind of items that
Yes.
That's
actually
a lot of dudes.
function like walkie-talkies that just
Yeah.
project our spoken voice
It's not enough.
So,
to the other
vision
area,
token.
then I would 100% just put it into my pocket so it doesn't work.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of dudes.
Yeah,
Alright.
Pablo is safe.
on a side note, I did not fully populate the prison yet because I spent a good portion of 3 fucking hours doing dynamic lighting for this and the lower prison level. So,
Oh,
So,
well,
yeah.
I already know where their parents are then.
it's perfect.
I love the vision token.
Hey, no metagaming. They could be in, like, the bottom left tower or something.
It's true. They
So
could be
yeah,
in the-
quick question.
They're actually not here.
There's
They're
a
actually
How do-
roped up underneath the bridge.
How
that we
do
don't-
our magical walkie-talkies work?
So, as you do cross the grounds over the bridge, which the moat itself, it goes 60 feet across, the 60-foot bridge there. As soon as you do get into the prison ward / military base, it seems to go dead. You can easily pick up on an anti-scrying and detection in this area.
Well, see, I was more referring towards, like, does it work like telepathy, or does it project our voice just from the stone, essentially?
So effectively it would be from the stone.
You know, like, would other people be able to hear it if they were close enough?
If they were close enough.
Alright, well then, it's definitely in my pocket anyway.
But you can tell there's definitely magical wards and fuckery going on here, considering that this is a semi-hidden military base on the edge of a, well, competing country of Mirage City. It's pretty easy to guess that they prefer keeping this location under wraps as best as possible, and at not an easy cost of spying on.
I mean, that's understandable. It's the kind of enchantment you'd want to put on a prison.
I mean, the Walker sheet works. Just would change. So, as I drag you in with vision, going through the main gates, you could tell a set of 2 heavy adamantine doors are set at the front and back of the main entrance hall here. Once you get to the center, you can look up above and you see what seems 2 wrought gates. You're not sure what kind of material, as they are still slid up into the chamber right now, but as well as what looks like various murder holes from up above that would be perfect size for spears to be lanced down at anyone trapped within the inner chambers themselves. As you do pass by, you do see a few soldiers here and there, kind of taking note of who's going through, just to be sure that there are no other dangers approaching with. Move the vision token for a moment. But upon entering into the main training hall, you can see the field where most of the ships have touched down, as well as the well that they use. You can see the main hall up front. The double doors are open. It looks like a mage is conducting a lesson between many magical students, as well as a possible warden who seems to be overlooking the other situation, and as well as the other veteran guards who are fairly relaxed, manning the porcupines and launchers that are watching the yard, but obviously not worried as military drills are going on right now. But you can see that there are still a great deal of archers and other people trained all around. People going back and forth, these knights instructing these younger guards to be better in their stance, their attack, how to fight as a unit, being able to reload quicker, obviously just running drills with them, and basically getting them to be the next lineage, as they are themselves getting up there in their years and will become the next veterans to overtake the easier jobs overlooking this military base, as well as possible retirement. As the commander continues to lead you. So I carried the fucking door with us anyway. It's brilliant.
That's fine.
Don't worry, you'll just take the doors with you, probably. They're adamantine.
Vision on top of me.
Fuck, that's a great point. That's free adamantine right there.
Free adamantine. We're gonna not only
Forget my parents, just take the doors.
They're worth more.
Rip the doors out. Ow, they're adamantium. Just break the wall.
So,
I can do that.
as you do head up this way, you can see that obviously there's a mix of various mess halls all around. This seeming kind of just like an overwatch area for some of the nights, and other people to just kind of, relax and talk to each other, take a moment and just kind of look over the yard. Maybe even some of the night watch have probably stayed there and overlooked the area. You can see there's a few lanterns up there as well. You can see there's a separate quarters over here, which you do see one or two knights kind of switching with their regiment, and probably the knights' quarters just for the drill sergeants and other various things. As the commander keeps leading you towards the area, I do hope you forgive the warden for not coming out to greet you right away. Unfortunately, he has been fairly busied with making sure that some of the magical initiates are not causing more shenanigans in the middle of the night, as they seem to be...
It's no matter.
Oh,
Not particularly bothered by it anyway.
that's good. Do forgive some of the wards. They might interfere a little bit with some of the magic if you are, obviously, too far out of your forge, but obviously maintain in specific areas, more need say.
As long as I'm able to do my work, it won't be much of a problem.
That's good. So, as you happen upon around the corner, the main yard, along with the forge, is led into the more open air, so obviously in a more optimal spot, reduction of risk of fire, and also just to have a repair person on the spot in case one of the other guards in training happen to have their equipment broken by one of the drill instructors / knights. I hope it is not too spacious. We do have a spare room just around that way, and he points to the door over here next to the knight's rooms and also the night watch table. And as the other veterans are kind of, Bander just says, at ease. No need to continue watching the escort. They immediately head off in this direction. As they go through the door, you'd see there's another lip. It doesn't look like this room goes anywhere, but as they close the door, they seem to be heading towards the further back and vanish from sight. So, with that, you get a good idea of how this main yard is laid out, leading to the various turrets around the castle. You do see quite a few heavy ammunitions that are still loaded up, many of the rocks and other things that have been put in place for the safekeeping of this entire keep. As he points over, you can see heaps of steel and iron ingots. Obviously, we need a fair share of, good quality plate armor for these new recruits, and hopefully some improved halberds and other pieces of equipment. The other racks and any other supplies that you might need, just ask as he points over and calls for one of the other veterans to grab a fellow guard, one of the obviously lesser responsible ones. As he does come to greet you. This one is Harrison. As another obviously veteran soldier approaches. He'll be able to get you any other supplies that you need. He'll be able to oversee and be at your call when need be. Obviously, if you need to head out the gates, he'll accompany you unless you deem it unnecessary, but obviously you'd never be too cautious, even on military bases. There's always the oddballs slipping in and out, as I'm sure you've seen in other ports. As the soldier goes to greet you, my lady, if there's anything you need, don't be afraid to ask. It'll be an honor to see what work you are going to produce for us.
Well, I see there's a door underneath me. That's a little strange.
Don't worry, the door followed you. You rolled a nat 20 for sleight of hand. Come here, you fucking door.
The fuck? Just watch the door rolling back across the field.
I could do with a list of
They're out to be.
what you need done.
Well, I think we'll go and collect that from the head warden, but for the main part, we do need a good portion of halberds, matching up with the amount of soldiers here. Approximately 18, if I recall, the fresh regiment here.
Alright. Do you need them fitted as well? I can see the metal for the blades, but...
We do have a carpenter who is fitting for the halves. We just need the main military standard for many of the halberd heads.
Well, if the finished pieces are going to be that much smaller, that makes this a lot easier. How many do you need?
Just for extra inventory and also our own armory, be needing a good 24.
Only 20?
24.
24. I can manage 24.
And that's just a start, but we'll be getting the rest of the soldiers' measurements, and so we can plan out some better plate mail, and obviously using the finer qualities of steel for that. As you can see here, supply is not much of an issue, as he points to the heaps of iron and steel.
I see you. Or at least well stocked. It's good of you.
Of course. We do realize that, especially for many smiths, they always have a particular need for certain kinds of items. Do you need anything more than possible quenching oil or other items, or even someone who's the ability to produce ice?
I could manage ice myself, but for something this simple, I'm not going to need anything but a few minutes, really.
Very well. With that, you can see the commander looks very elated at that. I'll go inform the warden myself then, and I'll leave you to it as you get the men's measurements set in order. Yes, sir. So, as he goes to head off, see him entering into the main building, which is, well, the main entrances are covered with adamantine doors as well. You can see that the other doors around the keep are more simplistic, just kind of a heavy oak or a different kind of wood that's a lot more dense and harder to get through. You can tell that they have planned for the main essential parts of the keep that are necessitated if there were a full breakthrough to fall back to. Immediately goes by the various training wizards as the other one continues to conduct and demonstrate lightning and conjuration with some invocation and properties. So, that. Yeah. Other fellow, attending to you. I will be sure and quick to retrieve the, well, measurements for each of the regiment. So they will leave you be to get to your work. Obviously,
I want to pick up one of these ingots and then cast Tiny Servant on it.
Alright.
And then I just instruct it to bring me more ingots so I can stand over here and it'll do that for me.
You do, you do that, just starts bringing you more and more ingots, and obviously when you need it, one at a time. You can see a few other soldiers kind of watching in amusement at this. They've never seen a wizard smith before.
I really didn't need to do this, I just thought it would be entertaining. Because while I'm waiting for it, I'm just gonna stand here and watch.
Alrighty. So with that, he goes around to each of the knight commanders, gets the, well, obviously the outfittings, and you'll probably be spending a good portion of time doing that for a good while. So for the rest of you,
I mean, not really. It takes me 10 minutes.
about 10 minutes for the halberd heads for full suits of plate armor.
Oh, for full suits of plate armor, depends how many I need to make.
So
I can make a full 5x5 cube worth of material.
18 suits of plate.
Yeah, probably about half an hour then.
Wow.
Alright, that's even better. Alright, so while that's going on in the brief time, what will the rest of you do? As you could tell that there's been a few people with keen eyes kind of set upon you, watching the Elbreth a little bit, but you could see that there's a few other things kind of mixing about in the works. There's a couple telltale words going around. Other people have started, keeping eyes on you, almost kind of like the stakeout situation of somebody watching you.
Just keeping an eye on the ship. Basically guard duty for me.
Well, who wants to go get a drink?
Vladimir goes below deck and goes, "Oh god, what the fuck have I done? What does receiver know? How do I be receiver?"
What are you
My.
talking about? What are you talking about?
Brad, just lie.
I mean, you're so
Okay.
well up. Well, they're so well up. Lying.
Hi, hi,
What do I know? I'm just a dragonborn.
I can't believe he had that disguise.
I feel like I look horrible.
Nah.
I rolled pretty good on you.
It's like a fake dog mask from like a Halloween
Shape, just like elastic onto her head, and nobody wants to say anything because it looks wrong. They're like,
what if I offend them?
No one
Like, the
wants to
snout
call it
is
out.
upside down, but nobody's willing to question it because they're like, that might be offensive. What if it's a birth defect?
Their culture is so honor driven. I could risk causing an uproar and an honor duel to my death.
Oy, oy, oy.
Well,
I guess I gotta meet with that guy and talk about Masiba things.
I'll be fine.
well, I mean, I guess I might as well start out with activating Talrath's incredibly balanced supernatural senses.
Mhm.
Josh, what kind of races are manning the building? Is it just all human?
It's humans and elves.
Shit.
Very classic fittings.
Where's the diversity?
I mean, we're the diversity. We've arrived in a large ship, and they think we're pirates. Classic racism.
We are pirates.
I think we got you there.
It's rude to assume.
You're right, I shouldn't assume you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Cause a
Yeah,
temperature
anyways,
in a dragonborn costume.
I'm gonna leave all the gold back on the ship. I'm gonna go get some alcohol for the crew because we can't leave.
That is a good idea.
I'll be
Do you
back in
need
a
a-
few minutes.
Need a
You
hand?
wanna come with me? Yeah, sure.
I can come with if you would like. Some
Who wants
backup.
to come with me and talk to that guy at the Green Something or Other Tavern?
No, I'm more interested in seeing how many beers we can sit on top of Iron Stripe without him knocking them off.
Okay.
Would be many.
Also, I mean, how are you going to explain to him that Masiva's now friends with a bunch of whack jobs?
Well,
Perhaps some
actually-
liquor will help
Oh,
you
under
think this
pressure.
through.
Form us a diamond.
It might be a good idea for me to go with Brad, just in case things go south.
Yeah.
Not a
Yeah.
bad idea.
If worst comes to worst, he can just use me as a conversation piece.
Look at him.
I like bringing my antiques with me. They just look so pretty.
Look at this iron thing that I earn and intend to sell.
I
Right?
do like to be shiny.
Don't intend to sell him, and he's yours. You've collected him.
Yeah.
We don't jest about selling Iron Stride. Not anymore.
No.
People die.
And we'll start with Brad.
People die when they are killed.
Oh no.
Oh no. When do I get to take off the Dragonborn?
Never.
Oh god.
Or a dragonborn now.
It's
Well-
actually super glued to your face.
Yeah.
He is now canonically a scaly.
Need some fucking spirit gum to clean that shit off.
Wait, Spirit Gun stick that on though.
You're right, I'm thinking the wrong one.
just painting myself with more Spirit Gum so it doesn't come off. Must keep up the wrist.
Deepest lore.
Imagine a halfling disguised as a dragonborn.
That would
Imagine
be
a dragon.
fucking
That's-
amazing.
What?
Did you just call me a kobold? It's a birth defect! You fucking
What
asshole!
did you fucking say to me? I'm sorry I came out of the egg wrong,
Good.
bitch!
I like that.
That's my new character idea, thank you. Oh, my god. So, brilliant ideas aside.
Bob and I go and collect some liquor.
Alcohol squad.
Unite!
Lego!
I go to protect Brad instead of hanging out with the cool kids.
We're getting liquor.
Don't worry, father. We'll watch the shit. Oh.
Make sure nobody comes on board.
Radimir spends a little more time and effort in his Masiba disguise.
Quick, I need a bartender.
Gotta touch it up.
The bartender is.
Very tad.
I always worked here.
Oh my god.
This is nice. This also looks familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
look
looks very familiar. I wonder
All these
why.
tables and chairs that I always use in every single one of my taverns.
Hang on a fucking second. I know why this is familiar. This
Why
was the
is it
Marshall
familiar?
game where I punched a dude for fireball damage,
What?
and then immediately got my head kicked in. This was Dresden's original map.
Yeah, the bar we hung out in.
Yeah,
It's also fucking, the empty net.
the empty net.
I recognize like half of the objects in this building.
I set this building on fire by accident.
It's fucking beautiful.
Oh,
Wench spotted.
I don't think your guys stand up to your 20 charisma bang.
I kind of imagine that Bradimir walks up to her, like flips his ball cap backwards, and then like throws a Pokeball at her.
What?
Go, Ultra Ball!
It's just one of his testicles, but it extends really far.
Stuff.
No.
Gotta
Pokemon
fuck
way.
'em all.
Pokemon!
Like you throw your testicles to capture the Pokemon.
That just sounds painful, dude.
No, but imagine it's like you know those
It's not
you know those extendable little keychain things on the little cord that zips out.
Yeah.
It's like that, but it's your testicle, and you can throw it. When it misses, it just comes back.
Oh. You know,
Yeah,
you
it still
could,
hurts
because
on impact.
the little the stringy bit is really long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Like
As
a
a proud
fishing rod.
owner of a pair of testicles, I can tell you.
When I studied anatomy, it was the best fucking oh shit, what are they called? What's his name? Some German dude, right? And he's like, and this is what happens when you cut the testes open. And they stretched across the stage and it was amazing.
What the fuck? What the fuck do you... Never mind. I don't...
Alright.
He was
should-
German, doesn't that answer that?
I missed
Ah.
10 seconds ago when I didn't know this.
I don't want to think about cutting open my testicles. Do you have any idea how much?
No, he was dead. It was fine.
Good. Sure.
I would hope he's dead.
Let's see if I can find it on
Cut
YouTube.
open his own
Oh.
testicles on stage.
Ah.
Yes, his own testicles on stage. That works. Crap, what's it called?
Oh my god. Just all of that's making me cringe way too fucking hard. So, as you do approach the Green Wiggler,
Green Wiggler, that's it.
the smell in the air is a rather welcoming one. It's very simple. It's the smell of fresh meats always being cooked on the wind. It's kind of being smoked and prepared constantly. You can tell that this is probably one of the main spots that a lot of the troops come here to relax, and obviously it's one of the main no-holds-barred kind of area. You could tell that quite a few of the other people who've had too much. There's 2 guards outside who have passed out entirely. They're slumped against the wall. You could tell they were probably hanging out for a good portion of time before fully passing out together in the street. You can see there's a few other shops as well laden around, as it's getting a little bit later, but you can tell that they are not afraid to stay open later, as it's obviously a lot safer than most places. They're not very worried about it. As you do enter in, you can see a very soft and very soft-looking woman. She looks very welcoming and overall very happy to see different faces entering in. Welcome to the Wiggler. Please, take a seat.
Are you the Green Wiggler? Lady
You can't just say that.
Where's Vladimir at Masiva? Who the fuck you talking
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I meant Vladimir. Yeah, he's back on the ship. He wants us to get alcohol. Right, right.
Good old Vlad.
about? Vladimir.
Vladimir. Well, I named it after my favorite silkworm. So, please.
Silkworm. Alright.
Hey, definitely looking new. What's your pleasure?
Oh no. Oh no, you can't just ask. You can't just ask him that. It's all over.
You could tell she's definitely not from around here. She just kind of built up here because it's the safer parts.
I've got some gossip to do.
Of course, of course. Definitely recommend one of the side tables if you prefer.
Right.
Points over to the corner table. If you have any wishes for drinks, what would you prefer? Something harder, softer?
Just an ale for now.
And so she'll go and make ready for a round of ales.
Now, where's the bastard that will unknowingly interrogate me?
The dangerous situation. So. As he does kind of come waltzing in, as you kind of take your drinks and seats. It's true. It's amazing today. So, as he does approach, he kind of walks up to you, staring at you with extreme disbelief.
Yep, it's me.
You know, the last I heard about you was that headhunters took your life.
Oh, it'll take more than that to take down old Masiba.
Still have your collection, I assume.
Yeah, I got most of it.
I have a very sick taste, my friend.
Indeed. One of my newer pieces is this construct here. Slaps Ironstride's ass.
Oh my god.
Pong!
Breaks hand.
Ain't he shiny?
So who did you swindle this time for that piece? As he waves on. Madam Lease, bottle of the hardest whiskey you got. Come on. And
Shuffle over to give him a seat.
he immediately sits down, happily, kind of like just claps a hand on your shoulder. So where have you been? I thought you gave up sailing.
Well, you see, it got real boring on that old island. So I found myself this slot in their ship that you saw me on.
Traveling with a smith.
Among other people, they're all very talented, you see.
He starts pouring out shots for both of you. And he kind of looks over and them too?
Yeah, both of them too. Very talented.
Both of you. Come on. There's no need to be bashful. I thought you hated Dragonborn.
Yes, well, I'll have it stay hard, and that's why this one's my slave. Keep her around for... carries my stuff.
So he's kind of like, he laughs. He's like, friend. He like glances over at the other guards. They're like, you know, sitting there, kind of mumbling back and forth to each other, obviously playing cards and just kind of spitting shit between each other. I can understand that, but that's not welcome me on the island fully. Be a little harsh on those things.
Oh, my bad. We'll be hush about that.
The part, yeah, doesn't even have for deception. Well, I don't think Whiskey's taken a drink yet.
Mm-mm.
He's more focused on Branimir.
Mm-hmm.
So, friend, how have you been?
Kind of missing the life I left behind, but enjoying the peace and quiet and, well, sanctimonious tranquility that follows the guarantee that I'll be at least being able to enjoy the coin that I've earned.
I'd like to think that we've both changed for the better, right?
Both of us. You don't look much different other than baked and a lot fatter than the last time I saw you.
I've been keeping busy in probably not the best ways.
Well, nonetheless, I would imagine those headhunters have kept you in shape enough.
Yeah, occasionally with them, but all my friends here, they keep me safe.
Huh? You don't know? Your heart is alcohol. I mean, Masiba is a pretty heavy fucking drinker. So
Yeah, we've never not seen him fucking blackout drunk.
Branimir starts drinking.
you take a hit of this. It feels like fire going down your throat.
I try so very hard not to react.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw. Just so you don't go. Oh, there you go. The pressure's on. Of course. I wouldn't think anyone else except for you that would think of joining Sleet Run. I can only imagine how many of the pirate lords were furious at you giving up your haven.
Well, times change.
That's fair enough. It spared a lot of us and gave us chances to join, the kingdom. At least most of our families have survived that.
Yep.
What'd you ever do with your grand ship anyway from military? Never heard anyone buying it or selling it.
Actually don't know what happened to it either. Had to abandon the poor girl.
What? Abandon it?
Yep. It was a daring escape from those headhunters, you see.
Roll me deception on that. You can tell
I
he's...
regale him with my awesome tales of doing things.
Fair enough. It's a shame. Wish we could have salvaged that beauty.
Who knows, she might still be around somewhere.
She said she went down under. Probably down with the rest of the collection at the bottom of the silt. Damn shame.
Possibly. Tis a damn shame. So about that favor.
Leave it to you, Captain. I understand that obviously not everyone knows about our past, but I told you when you went back to doing your old deeds that I wouldn't be following you anymore.
I know, but special circumstances, my lad.
I'll try to do what I can, but you know I can't just leave this place on a whim.
I don't expect you to.
So,
See, personal business, I can't tell you much, but Silverwater Prison. I need to get in there.
you need to get into the prison.
Not as a prisoner. Like a visitor or something.
A visit? You can see he just kind of like covers his mouth for a moment, like looks around. Are you fucking insane?
Little bit, yeah.
Who are you even visiting? Who was stupid enough not to take the offer then? Was it? Please don't tell me one of your new crew is one of them inside. I thought you chose better people than that.
No, nothing like that. I can't tell you that. I wish I could tell you, but I can't.
You've got to give me something. I can't just set up a visit for nothing. I need a name. Somebody.
Well, who have you got in there? Do you know?
We have quite a few in there. I mean, we did recently kind of have to bar down a few other individuals from the Arcane Breaker ship.
The what?
The Arcane Breaker ship. It was some time ago. Imprisoned. Many of those sods have been kind of locked down there for a while. We did receive quite a few nobles again, but that's obviously matters of the state, and we're just here to make sure there's no one cheeky enough or paid enough to get them out of here.
Alright.
Of course, we heard a few other circumstances, a few of the boys who have been trying to evade the military work here or join up with the other crews that attempted to attack us have been thrown down there as well. I mean, is there a particular group? Are you seriously considering that old crew? Like, now I know there's a few pirate crews that have been locked up down there, but you don't really mean to seek out their fortunes, do you? Be breaking the code.
I can neither confirm nor deny that, and for your safety, I think that would be better.
I'm assuming here for a noble, then. Still taking the interesting jobs, I see.
Possibly. So, how much influence do you have here? Can you get me in?
It'll take a bit of worming. Obviously, I can get you down there for a bit of time. I'm not sure if I'd be able to get anyone else down there with you.
Not even a bodyguard or something?
It's military prison.
Yes.
Extraordinarily hard-pressed. You'd be lucky if I can at least get you down there to see who you're looking for, nonetheless.
Right. What if I told you that some of my talented crew. Some of them are forgers. What if I told you I could make forgeries of documents? Would that help?
That would be an extraordinary help.
Right, okay. Let's say, Alright, do you know those, branberries? Have you heard of them?
He just kind of slaps his hand down. Of course, you'd be after the whorehouse kings. You're definitely going back to being another pirate lord, aren't you?
Oh?
Well, nonetheless, not my business to judge you on that front, Captain, but...
These aren't the ones I'm going for per se. This is an example, friend.
Oh, if it was one of them, you would just need a writ from one of the commanders from the outpost extenuating. Obviously a continued message. And then obviously the seal showing the military order.
A seal and a writ. Alright, see what I can do about that.
Other than that, you would be very likely brought down to where they are. We don't have any real visiting spaces. And he just kind of tilts back and stretching. Oh. If you can get me forgeries of those writs, even under fake names, I might be able to work something. I do need to deal with a lot of the matters myself.
See what I can do. How long do you need to set this up?
It'll probably take me about 3 days. Just an early warning, and also just to make sure that, you know, that most of the crew's stuck around. A good portion of them are still here with me. I would have to still grease their palms. You know how fervor is.
I do. Well, do what you can.
Of course, don't forget, when you go in there, I do recommend keeping your hat on and your face down. Haggis is one of the archers, and I'm pretty sure she would still take a glad shot at you, even if it meant time in the prison. Still not very happy with what you did with her husband.
In that case, should I come dressed as someone else, or just be me?
Just keep your hat down and your face covered. She's usually on the front left turret.
Thanks for the heads up.
Up there, he'll pour out shots for everyone. To old friends and new acquaintances.
It was definitely nice seeing you again.
Take your shot. Does anyone else take their shot?
Yeah,
I will
fuck it.
take the shot.
Yeah, shotgun.
Shot.
I don't have a mouth.
Pour it down your faceplate.
just douse yourself in it.
Pause it against faceplate.
Alrighty. Oh God, why would you send me that, KJ? I've seen that before.
Oh, sorry.
So, God, as he finishes up and goes to head out, you just kind of see how you take the shot, Whiskey. Trying to remember.
She's a dragonborn right now.
Oh heck, the snout! I didn't think.
What has Whiskey done?
He.
Out to do the shit.
So luckily for you,
I
he
just flushed it against my face.
he just kind of looks twice for a moment and then just kind of rolled a 5 and a 7. And then starts
Fuck yes.
heading out the fucking door. 3 days.
I'll meet you back here with the papers.
Good. Heads on out, leaving you with the bill.
Of course. And now I very quietly start apologizing to Whiskey.
I'm punching you when we get back.
Very well deserved. You can punch me twice.
That's Whiskey right now.
I threw myself at that
You'd be
too.
better off buying the lady a drink.
Probably
Buying
best not to
everyone
buy
a
your
drink.
slave a drink. I will let your woman know what you called.
Look, it was for deception purposes. That makes it fine.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So, obviously you guys are able to purchase your drinks.
How many kegs can you sell me?
What?
You had the man.
How many
Sorry.
cakes can I carry?
Sorry, I can't ask a question. I'm a slave.
We'll buy you out.
I also have a portable hole, so.
You. So.
Whiskey?
Dragonborn, always so worried about honor, but
Yeah, that's whiskey for you.
Fuck no.
how many barrels are you looking for? I can do I do have a spare 20. Obviously, the ones that are not tapped right now.
We'll take 4.
Very good. And she goes to wait for bartender to go and roll those around. They are 50 gold each, and trust me, still sizable. I imagine you have a way of transport.
Yes, I point over at Ironstride, and we have other methods as well. Don't worry about it.
Perfect.
Yeah, just let my prize collection piece handle it.
Looks over at Brad. Don't push your luck.
Okay, I have deducted the gold from the hoard for our liquor expenses.
Perfect.
For deception purposes.
Deception. I love this. It's so beautiful. Alrighty, so as you are finishing your collection of ales and other good stuff to bring on back, Missy, you do see kind of waltzing down the street.
Mm. Sorry, you
Ricky.
need to address me. Bye. What the damn hell?
Wait, who? Wait, I mean, why is that an issue?
But you do see her kind of like stop at the guards, like look at you, kind of like nod. You can tell she doesn't seem too worried about it. She reaches down, takes both of their bags of gold.
Oh. Okay.
What?
Is she robbing the guards or is she whoring herself out?
Robbing the guards.
They're passed out. She's
Okay.
just taking their money.
Oh, that's the passed out guards. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Just gonna nod back at her. Oh my god.
And then she'll waltz into here and go on by, and then up to the bar as you're kind of making your purchase, and seems to be having a hushed tone conversation with this other man at the bar. This person definitely seems offset in comparison to the rest of the people you've seen around the town, and especially the guard.
Well, let's go back to the ship and go drink.
The
They can do whatever they want.
happening.
Hopefully whiskey didn't get too far.
Try not to get into too much trouble.
Do come back soon. We do get fresh barrels quite often.
Yeah, sadly, I don't think we'll be here that long, but thank you.
Be sure to come back for more for trip.
Hey, Delrith.
Yeah?
Do you want to, like, peer inside from the window and you can read lips, right?
Why?
I don't know, just listen to Ricky or something. What if she's got something important?
Fine.
Just for a minute.
I'll go outside and I'll go pass that trace on myself and I'll just look at the window.
Stands incredibly still.
Hi,
Hide in
friends.
plain sight, right?
That takes like... I would have to prepare myself by like covering myself in street soot to be able to use hide.
Oh,
and stuff.
that's what that is.
I was thinking of revised Ranger where they don't need to do that. They just stand still.
No,
Yeah, like
like in
Drax.
the revised Ranger, I don't think it actually says that you can do that. You still have to prepare yourself.
I swear in revised Ranger you just stand still.
I will look at it right now.
Hang on, yeah, I'm also gonna look at it because I remember looking at it like this.
Okay.
Tell
No, actually, you are
Yep.
right. The revised Ranger, you just remain perfectly still. When you attempt to hide, move.
Come Drax from fucking Pixie.
Yes.
Just like Drax.
So yeah, so I have a 20 to my stealth check and they take
God damn.
perception is it like a 2.
So-
Literally.
As you watch Ricky, obviously from the window like a creeper, but no one else could see you really. You do think that the way she's saying this person's name is probably exaggerated. Of O'Lovin. But you do see that she is mentioning, we have a few things in place now. I'm not very worried about it. I think events might be going down very soon where we'd be able to take a good prospect of it. Stick to the plan. Wait for something to happen. I'll be ready on my end.
I will disengage from the window. Let's go right now.
Yep.
Brad.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Vlad.
I thought it was Misty.
I don't know anymore.
What is it?
He's so good. He's so glad the other guy is not there right now. Jesus Christ.
That's why Talrath didn't speak at all, because he still didn't really understand what I'm doing. He's like, I'm just wondering silently. They were talking really weirdly, but it kind of sounded like they were going to interrupt what we're doing.
Okay, so there's a third part.
They're very, very weirdly talking, though. Like, I can't even really say for sure. She might have been talking like going out for drinks.
She could be
Okay,
selling
well.
herself.
Something about in a few days, do something like if an opportunity presents itself, essentially.
Coincidentally, what we might be doing is in a few days and presents opportunity. So this could be a problem.
Or it could be a distraction. For us.
Good.
We could use it.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry, am I
honestly,
speaking out of turn?
now, whiskey. When other people aren't around, the gracious Masiba allows you to speak.
Please.
Thank you, kind lord, for allowing me this chance.
I can feel my shoulder preemptively hurting for when you punch it later.
I'm not punching your shoulder.
Alright, well, I think in the next 3 days we should try to figure out Ricky's intentions.
Mm-hmm. We could always ask. Hey, we were peeping at the window.
I mean, I don't really particularly want to contend with a high-level wizard that, knows that I'm going against them.
Yes, she ran away from our crew on purpose, so probably hostile? Actually, no, she absolutely, definitely saw us in there and walked past us. What the fuck's going on?
Well, I mean, think about it like this, Mr. Masiba. She was hired by Sleetrun to try to capture or kill you. If they saw her on the ship with us, they'd be very confused.
Possibly, mate.
According to her, she technically wasn't hired to capture or kill me, just to send a message.
You know what?
Yes?
Probably better places to have this conversation. Lord.
I assume we're walking and talking.
Mm-hmm.
Still, these streets are still a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have you know, Misky, pretty much nobody can sneak up on me, so it's fine.
Yes, I am very lucky to have you in my crew.
Yeah, you enjoy that.
However, if I was really drunk, I definitely could be snuck up on. Which is why we're gonna get wasted on the ship.
Yes!
Okay, but while we're here, and Ricky is there, do we want to go back in and talk to her?
Brad, I can find her whenever I want. We'll talk to her tomorrow.
You
Let's
can?
have some fun first.
Didn't I tell you I have an effective range of about 5 miles?
Oh. But can you, like, find individual people?
Yes. Come
Oh.
on, let's go.
Alright. So,
Fuck, your class is broken. Jesus.
It's the only good part of ranger.
Okay.
He's got a point.
he's not wrong.
Alright. She drinks.
So, you obviously make your way back. Korth will beat your ass later.
Not performance, he does.
That is true.
Dude, you're gonna get double teamed.
Double
Hell
tap.
no.
Not in a good way either.
So,
Ah! Wait, I can't sleep in this stuff, can't
You can take it off. We're on the ship.
Probably not
I'm
until
going
on
to
the
take
way
this
down.
outfit off.
You know what? Why don't you disguise her as something with an actual mouth, and then whiskey can just be left on the ship?
I could do that.
And then get our new assistant, Trixie.
Done.
Trisky.
I like Trixie. Sorry, Trisky?
Tris-
Trisky.
Trisky.
Alright,
I was
and
just
Damn,
thinking
all the
first letter.
iterations of
It's
Trisky.
funnier.
in that case, what do you want to look like?
Not me, but not something with a snout.
Just like a different colored tiefling? Want hair extensions?
Dreadlocks.
Oh no, Please don't give me dreadlocks.
Sorry.
Afro.
Wow.
Yes, Mr. Afro.
70s themed because I'm gonna be Trisky.
Hey, yo, it's
Dun,
Trisky,
dun,
yo.
dun, dun.
I'm a disco queen.
Give her rollerblades.
Oh my god, yes!
Oh, wait.
Done!
While they're working on Trisky. Oh my fucking god. Milliran, obviously, be finishing out the plate armor. Many of the men and soldiers are looking ready to fucking rock and excited at the prospect of actually getting their honorary armor finally, and especially at the hands of a fine craftsman. To which you actually see the warden coming out, and you could see that many of the veterans and other soldiers who were on kind of low alert, relaxed, immediately stand at attention and salute this man as he goes by, immediately saluting back to put them at ease. So. Chair table. I mean, it's perfect. So, as he approaches, you can see he looks rather impressed with the output that you've done.
The old men strike back.
I know.
That's not just me getting that, right?
No.
No, I hear the moment tunneling in to take him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
I thought his internet was getting better. Unfortunately. It's unfortunate.
I'll fucking stab everyone. So, especially the mole men. But as he does approach you, a traitorous pirate lord, no less.
What the fuck?
It's out to them to be pirate lords, boys.
So, as the general approaches, he nods at you. Good evening, Milliran, was it? I am Warden General Yelfir. I have seen...
General, you're there.
I'll post it, because it is a unique one. Visions on the loose. Yeah.
Who's doing? Cut that shit out.
Hey, like I said, I didn't get a chance to fully fucking fill in all these rooms and being filling in as you go. This dynamic lighting took me fucking forever for this map.
It's very nice.
If you want to go for rooms that are slightly decorated, you want to go to the bottom section over here towards the Veteran Knights. Not brilliantly decorated, but it's still amenities.
The torch immediately runs off.
So,
It's a pleasure to meet you, Warden General.
it's a pleasure to have such a fine craftswoman yourself. I was hoping to commission a finer piece. Have you ever worked intimately with adamantine?
Ah, a little bit here and there.
I do have my own collection and means, especially the situation on the rise of many of the Pirate Lords being more emboldened during the time of growing fears of war between many of the other nations. I was hoping that you would be skilled in crafting, well, more of an enhanced means of weaponry and armor for myself. I do have enough of the ingots for believe a full set of armor as well as a few choice select weaponries that I prefer to use.
Well, if you can give me your measurements and a list of your choice weapons, we can start working on designs, since I presume you want this to be more personalized than the mass production models.
But of course, I understand the honorary plate that has been set forth, and obviously very skillfully done. I can easily trust with you many of the other designs, as he very happily pulls from a scroll pack that he has on his hip the full pattern layout of armor design and request between the adamantine, the donning and doffing, and you even see that he wants it to be of the highest magical prowess for it. And do not worry, we do have enough residium here to equal the requirement for these enchantments. Personal funds after so long of looking over this base. So, and of course, as he sets out another 2 patterns, the full designs kind of laid out. Obviously, if you see fit to make improvements upon these designs, I am more than happy to welcome them. I had a original artistry made up by a detailed painter, and obviously the other measurements done by a proper smith. I was looking for someone with the arcane know-how originally. As he shows you a brilliant looking longsword, a beautiful shield, as well as seems to be a halberd as well. Let's see, all with various enchants. The shield itself enchanted to that of a +3, and the sword and halberd made from adamantine as well. The halberd having a more frigid effect and being able to well, obviously slow people down so they would not be able to escape the blade itself, but more of a boisterous fire enchant with the +3 as well. Probably the highest order of request you've ever received.
Well, it's certainly going to be an interesting one. I think the opportunity.
I figured, especially for the very beautiful and quick churn out of such fine pieces, that you would definitely be the excellent craftswoman. Obviously, handsomely paid and rewarded for such finery and refined weaponry.
I do hope I can live up to your expectations.
I have no doubt that you could. Obviously, with the other demonstrations of skill, even in smaller form, as it kind of points to the ingot that was helping you and probably serving you tea now with the table and chair in tow.
Well, it's beer, but yeah.
Beer, of course.
My alchemy jug can't make tea, apparently.
Fair enough. But of course, you are more than welcome to stay within the walls of the keep here, and obviously have a room ready for you if personal request, and obviously if there are any other ingredients or need here, say, to finish the specifications, I'd be more than happy to adhere as best as I can.
Well, in that case, I will make sure to call on you if there's anything else I need. But now, this list, you've certainly been thinking about this for a while, haven't you?
Quite excitedly, I must say. It's a good prize that I've been working towards for a great deal of years.
It definitely shows. make sure you have something to flaunt when I'm finished.
Well, I do thank you, and with my agent skill, it's the most I would like to be able to boast about, aside from having to watch over these younger troops. I will leave you to it. Obviously, you'll have planning and other things to oversee. I will see that the supplies are brought forth immediately. Gives you a courteous bow and goes to attend his duties once more. His impressive, chilled halberd. He'll touch it to a beer from a distance and cool it. So, obviously with those situations handled, as you can see, many of the mages are taking little bit breaks as they are attempting to practice summoning what looks like small elementals and mephits and the advisory of the wizard amongst them.
Just start planning out all of the designs.
Alrighty. 16 inches of adamantine in a cup holder. It's beautiful. Alright. So, I would assume you're going to stay there and do your work, Millarin?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alrighty. So, as the rest of the crew is a little landlocked, and obviously Bradimir is going to Junus Lucius to have the writs and everything made up, kind of looks at you. You would imagine it would be the same look as a disgruntled robot would be after giving you the first writ in proof. Fine. I will write you a proper writ. Something a lot more believable. It's not hard to discern, judging by the symbols on their banners around the area.
Don't get me wrong, your previous one was very good, but we've gained more information as to what is required, so...
Do tell, and he listened adamantly as you explain the situation, what you've learned. Obviously,
Yeah,
taking
written
careful
and
notes.
sealed.
And so with that, for the next 3 days, obviously we go and work, and Miller, go ahead and roll me. Obviously, because I would imagine you're kind of working as much as you can, obviously with necessary sleep.
But we'll also, for the time that I am actually shaping the metal, summon an assistant.
Ooh.
A salamander.
Oh shit. Those fire elements. Keeping that heat nice and high.
Salamanders apparently can shape iron and steel with their bare hands. I figure that they'd probably be useful.
Oh, you can tell a lot of the troops are kind of muttering whispers, amazed, and some occasionally kind of watch you mesmerized with, like, between the magic, the forgery, and everything that's going on. They thought their equipment was amazing, and then, like, what you're doing for the ward in general was just basically blowing their minds. They've never seen anything like it. Giving the war general thing chance.
Gonna need it.
The Iron Stride shows up. I'll be taking that, big boy.
See, as a person, I am torn. Because on one hand, Millie wants to make this amazing, because that's what was requested. But on the other, he is kind of our enemy. So
You literally are, man.
So she's real torn between like fulfilling the request and doing her duty as a smith, or adding a little bit of a compromised backdoor in case we actually have to fight him.
Yeah, just enchant it to disintegrate if he ever swings it at you.
Can you make the halberds self-destruct?
Cast fireball on self.
This
is
isn't
something
frost, this is fireball!
I have integrity as a craftsman.
It's the hard choice.
I'm not making it self-destruct.
I mean, if you manage to make a weapon self-destruct when you want it to, that's like really impressive feat of engineering, right?
I think that's called a bomb.
Yeah, that's really impressive feat of engineering, right?
I mean, yeah, Millie won't do it. Millie's scared.
I mean, I'm not gonna do it. I have integrity.
Nah, you're scared.
Integrity. Well, that's so. Obviously, Captain has busied herself. Obviously, would be able to ring her up on occasion when need be. But as Julius Lucius is working on the current circumstance, also, Millie, if you want to roll me the arcane and mything tools, obviously with intellect.
Smithing. I'm just gonna click this one because I hate fucking. Ooh. Oof.
Jeez.
Oh, why is that set to disadvantage?
I don't know, but that first roll hurts my soul.
It should have. I feel like I should have advantage, honestly.
I would definitely say you should. But still, that first roll still hurts my soul, even with infected.
Even that, I mean, it's still a 24. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good for good progress. Obviously, Artificer's tools go and clear through.
I just clicked that one because it's the only one I've got that's not set to Curie. It's just already on intelligence.
Obviously, you're
So, click them.
peeling through the night and chanting and making these. Fucking Christ. So, what will the crew be doing while Milliran is currently disposed of as the rest of the
3-day bender.
Huh?
3-day bomb making. Woo!
Bomb! So. Just going to have a 3-day bender and relax the rest of the crew, chilling out and, yeah, going into port and occasionally having a drink on occasion just to stretch their legs on land.
I shall spend my time making more greater alchemist fires.
Oh god. Sets the entire base on fire. Alrighty. So, that black tiefling disco.
Oh my god.
Is this racist?
I feel more so when it becomes that I am Trisky. This is not Trixie, it's fine.
It's beautiful.
Nobody will ever expect it.
Alright, so obviously the crew and everyone else, if not following up on anything, able to have quite a few nice days, relaxing, having drinks. You know, no captain, no sailing, just having a grand old time in port. Many of the other Warforged are rather, intrigued by many of the interactions and have even started picking up more so on their own personalities. You actually see A3 and A4 go into town. You're not sure where A4 seems to have picked up on some of it, but he seems to have come back with steel knuckles made for his hands.
I wonder who his influence for that was.
A3.
He just wants to be like his daddy.
A3, you can see, still comes back with what looks like a medical kit, but also what seems to be a battle axe.
They grow up so fast.
Very interesting.
The fists of steel.
My boys. Oh Lord, he coming.
So. You can tell they have definitely started picking up on a lot more. Reckoner seems to have spent a great deal of time talking to Junus Lucius at the same as well. And as you are kind of working on it, she actually just kind of come over and seems to have a little bit of inquiry with you. So how's the planning going and your thoughts on this town?
It is mostly a guard town, so my thoughts aren't exactly the most biased on it. As soldiers ourselves, we understand they are just doing their duty, but there are some shady things happening, apparently. But maybe the plans will go ahead smoothly. Not everything will need to end in violence.
I've been speaking with Junius a lot.
Yes?
I do agree with him on some fronts of... some don't deserve to live for the treatment of us. Is that entirely wrong?
I can understand on this. We have been mistreated, used as tools of war, and then discarded when our use was over. Then rediscovered and then used simply as toys in a market. We were never given our own freedom. That does not, however, mean that we need to stoop to the same level that they are on. I even said that to him before. Genocide does not beckon more genocide. It will not fix anything.
Do you ever think that we'll be allowed to be free?
That is why I fight for us. I will make it happen one day.
I cannot lie, I worry that if I go with you to Mirage City, I may incur some more issues than help. I was trinket of the royal family after all.
And with us, you are not a trinket. You are your own person.
Still, I will not endanger the family we have built here. If I need to hide while there, just tell me.
You may do whatever it is that you believe is right. I will not stop you. If you wish to explore the city that you once called home, I will not stop you. But if you wish to stay on the ship, that is also your choice. Whatever your decision, I am happy that you are with us.
And I will stay by your sides as long as I can.
And I will do what I can to guarantee that we are all free one day. And I will protect each of you.
And we will protect you. So, with that, you can see it's definitely more reassurance with her. Goes to continue her conversations with the others.
Papa Ironstride laying down them fields.
They're becoming sentient. They have emotions.
I'm doing it! I'm doing it!
Now there's just the jihadist that you need to worry about.
Oh fuck!
Hey, kill them all! Oh fuck no! Julius!
This is not... Damn it, Julius! God damn fanatic!
This is not the Jedi way.
Julius can strangle 6 younglings at once.
And finger of death at the same time.
I think you mean power word Bill.
Alright. So, with this all underway, unless anyone wants to do for the other few days.
Oh, yes, my pushing crafting.
Alrighty. Go ahead and give me a good 6, because obviously you have lots of time.
Okay, let me roll these with the advantage toggle on, so that way we can get all 6 out of the way a lot quicker. 1, 2, 3.
Alrighty, so pretty much all except one are successfully crafted. The last one kind of bursts the container a little bit, but just kind of fizzles out early with a slow drip. But you do get another 5. You can see
Yes.
even Stratosphere, after enjoying the first 2 days, third day is getting antsy, and you can see him even getting ready and preparing some special kinds of ammunition for the cannon as well.
He is in the port where everybody is watching as checking out ammunition on our giant cannon.
Yeah, it's just a routine check. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's routine check. You guys been in port for 3 days. Gotta make sure things aren't getting fucked up.
It's just maintenance, dude.
Yeah.
Why are you loading that cannon? None of your business.
Maintenance.
Yeah. Didn't say it's getting loaded. Just getting some extra stuff ready. But
Vladimir would like to use his sending stone to call up Valis.
so, Valis, you would probably be in your home that's still, well, it's been a while, so a good portion of it's been built now. Probably still being constantly harassed by fish people bringing you offerings every day.
Hey Valis, it's me, Vladimir. How you doing?
The fuck?
Hello.
Oh, I forgot I had this shit on.
I thought I got rid of those assholes.
I've literally been wearing this for like 2 months. Hi? Wait, no, I would have been able to hear like everything you guys said this whole time, right? Whenever you used it.
Whenever it was used, yeah.
Oh god.
If willingly
Hey, what's
used
up?
it, it's not like constantly on, but you still have to like mentally.
Yeah. What's new, Brendan?
So we've arrived at the prison where my parents are, so that'll be happening soon.
Okay.
Yeah, this is like the most awkward phone call ever.
Just let you know in case you never hear from us again, or maybe hear of us being imprisoned or executed.
I want to tell you that he loves you, and that your time on the ship meant a lot to him.
Rexiel misses you.
Thanks, Whiskey.
Sorry, it's whiskey. Or Trisky.
What?
I don't know. Sorry,
Silent slave.
I'ma find you. I don't care where the fuck you are, I'ma punch you again.
The run across
Where
the
is
deck.
Excuse a second. Let me just back.
Well, this was confused.
Yeah, it's fine. Fuck it.
Yeah, just check up on Velas. Let him know what's happening.
Might be committing crimes against the innocent soon. Hope you're doing well.
Dallas, did you want to come out and play?
Alright. Well, this does not want to play, but play.
Well, I didn't know that was in character. That did not sound like it was in character. If you asked that.
I do
Oh yeah,
not-
absolutely.
I don't invite. Okay, you invite him? Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yep, alright.
What? You don't want to commit treason against your country?
Look, I'm having a great time here with all these fish people, right?
You're actually looking at. Wait, have you killed any of them? Dallas?
I mean, sometimes they just fall over, and I don't think they can breathe out of water. My house is pretty far from the water, and sometimes some of them just try to walk to my house and suffocate.
I'd like to make an insight check.
No, I didn't kill any of your fish, man.
Uh-huh.
Has killed them all so far.
Only the fish women and the fish children.
Oh, wow.
That's the Velas I know. Yeah.
Accurate, just character. Perfect.
Alrighty. So. As you are having the good old conversation. God, Miller's fucking smashing out the goddamn week making beautiful equipment.
It's what I do.
I would have, well, obviously Valis is not coming, but having the nice conversation, getting toward the 3-day mark, you can see that a few people are pretty relaxed. They're not very worried about what's going on. They're actually pretty fucking oblivious. Have no idea what you guys are planning, but you can see some of them look like they've actually decided to take up jobs here. Have left the crew.
Alright. That's fine. They were free
Oh,
to begin with.
see yous, fam.
Good
Sorry
for them.
about to make this place horrible for you.
I mean, they have no idea, so...
Yeah, we literally don't share our plans with them. Usually I just told them to, you guys probably want to stick close to the ship. That's it.
Oh shit, yeah, you removed like 20 guys.
Hey
I
guys,
didn't even
remember how we thought we
notice.
needed more space? We don't.
Wait, why? Where'd they all go?
They got
Don't-
jobs!
Don't worry, we still got the original old, can't read her name because it's obscured by green.
We
Damn, who
lost,
did
like,
that?
we lost all of our
Xena.
all of our dark elves quit pretty much.
Xena Warrior Princess, that's right.
Hmm.
They got jobs and can live lives that they actually want to live. Damn.
You bastards.
Wait, you didn't get rid of
dare
Vincent.
Fucking-
slaves, Ronald?
Fucking Drow and Snurf Neville and Hop and shit.
Not Vinny. Vinny was my favorite.
Dirty Neville.
Look, all that's left is his rainbow.
Lefty's
Oh,
Oh,
Josh,
Yes.
an important question. How many, like, military ships are parked around?
Parked around in the current area for actual military ships or small transport ships.
Actual military ships that might threaten our escape.
For actual military ships themselves, there are 3 in port. Currently, you can see 1 is leaving. As for the overall happenstance, you could tell that, excuse me, sorry. The 2 larger ones are anchored, fully resupplied. They don't seem to be going anywhere. They're an emergency backup. And then you could also see that there are the smaller transports that you saw, obviously smaller than the Elbreth, obviously swift attack ships that are meant to guard the larger transports that are anchored off the side of those. There's 4 each on those, as well as smaller skiffs yet set to those, which are 8-fold for each giant ship. So realistically, 2 large militaristic transport ships. One, well, not transport ships, but actual battle frigates.
Okay. I was really just anchor token them so that they couldn't leave. But we don't even know how well our plan's gonna go. We might end up like just getting them out and being able to leave easily.
Alrighty. Okie dokie. So, as we move forward with the plans, it will be the 3rd day. Stratosphere is kind of having a giggle at Misky, the disco queen. Loving the good old afro. He's like, it's a perfect cover. Obviously, how to
yeah,
do
no
so.
one would, no one would know, hey. Don't think my tail gives it away? Wag it.
I mean, you could tuck it around like a belt, maybe?
No.
Loud and proud.
Hey, you know me.
Alright. So, obviously, as these circumstances evolve, and Miller and you are going full ham in the pain, getting all that equipment made up and done, especially with the assistance of the salamander, and being able to sleep there and continue just doing nothing but forge work this entire time, making up the Warden General's equipment. He is actually rather ecstatic that it's coming along and just about finished. I am rather impressed. I've never seen any smith actually work so diligently and to such perfection.
Well, then you've never seen a smith that's proud of their work.
Fair enough. I would, well, I'm not sure of your plans, but, I could definitely put a good word in with the king after this, especially the demonstration. I'm sure he would be honored to have someone as you at the Royal Forges making such finery for other knights and honorables of the, well, kingdom itself, if you, ever desired to.
I wouldn't mind a good word, but I do consider myself more of a freelancer. This is longer than we usually stop in most places.
I see. Free-spirited kind. And, you can see, he's definitely a little saddened by that idea. You could tell you probably wanted to ask something else. Nonetheless, I would definitely send word and have you more than welcome if you are ever to head towards the King's Court, and definitely recommend you for other generals.
That I would be greatly appreciative.
Misky's onto it. If anything, obviously once you're finished, I don't wish to distract you too much. I would imagine it would probably be a nice time to at least show you some of the more beautiful sides of the island. A good view and mayhap a nice lunch out.
That sounds alright. Shaping this metal is easy. Enchanting is more difficult only for lack of my own magical energy.
It's understandable, Very exhausting
Can
process.
Yes, exactly. Can only do so much before I need to take a rest.
Then I will not bother you too much then. Let you continue your masterful work and look forward to our afternoon lunch sometime.
Hopefully I can get this finished nice and quickly so I can take you up on that offer.
Of course. Peter. So. So, as you get towards the evening of the third day, obviously you know that your associate, who would be looking for Masiva, will be awaiting you at the Green Wriggler.
I do.
Bouncing on over.
Good. Alright. There's only two gods in here.
Yeah. There's no late night rowdy crowd.
Yeah, we should have bought some sunshine wards for the red team.
Bread instantly.
I'm so fucking glad that you figured that out.
I'm surprised you actually made a Dota 2 joke.
Oh my god.
Like, I didn't want to think that you made a Dota 2 joke, but it's the first thing I could think of.
Oh my god, her sword is a diffusal blade. Turns you to stone.
That's not what diffusal blade
It
does.
slows you.
Yeah, permanently.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
Ricky kill you.
You're slow permanently if you're dead.
Diffuser blade, Ricky and Risky. All of the above beautiful mixtures of it.
It's all connected.
Here, be real quick.
Alright, I present the papers. Is this sufficient?
That's good, that's good. You can see he looks like he's sweating quite a lot right now. Seems to be fairly shifty at the moment. Very, very nervous.
Does he look jumpy?
Hella jumpy. I managed to get some of the situations in order, and you can see a little shakily kind of pours out the whiskey. You tell he's gone through like a good quarter of it himself already.
You seem to have lost your composure there, friend. Has it really been that hard?
Some circumstances that I've had to deal with in recent, aside from your business, old friend. Sure, it's definitely not too much to worry about.
Well, once this is all over, I might owe you a favor back.
Would be appreciated. And at this point, you can tell that, especially for the way he's sweating, something is definitely fucking up.
Is he, like, glancing around out the windows and at the guards in the corner and stuff?
Pretty much. Tell this is scaring the ever-loving shit out of him. So, as he kind of like carefully looks over the papers and everything, this should do. This should definitely do. You haven't had any issues, getting here and people amongst you, kind of thing.
Well, I believe there might be one still after me. Dark-skinned tiefling woman. She could be around here, I don't know. I haven't seen her.
You had dealings with her? A little surprised.
Well, if you've seen her, I think her name might have been like Reiki or something.
And so Telrath, what are you looking for exactly? I can't remember how Sense functions exactly. If you're not muted.
Where's Ricky?
Alrighty. And that's up to a mile, right?
5 miles.
5 miles.
He's behind you with a dagger.
Yeah, we'll go for her.
He was inside of you all along.
Across the road, 40 feet up diagonally.
Oh,
Not
she
suspicious.
is very close.
You know that, but we don't. Alright, we'll go through with this midday tomorrow then.
Yeah, just be sure to show up to keep around noon. Should be
Yeah.
appropriate like time.
Now, are you going to be there, or have you, like, set things up? Are they expecting us?
They should be expecting you. I definitely recommend keeping your visit really fucking short, if possible.
Yeah, quickly head down. Don't look at the left watchtower. Got it.
Alright. So, as you're having this conversation, quickly takes another shot as you hear the door open. Someone a lot more prestigious looking kind of moseys in. Looks immediately in the direction of the corner of the bar where all of you are talking to him.
I am watching my friend's reaction.
Immediately locks up and just kind of like head down.
Alright.
Just very casually at this point, after kind of looking all of you and kind of taking your faces in, even Ironstride's faceplate. Well, slowly kind of just go over, sit down on one of the bar stools, and orders just a small ale. And you can see him just kind of eyes locked on your group. He just sets the glaive down beside on the bar.
I lock eyes with her back.
Oh god.
So, as she's just kind of watching this unfurl, it's good catching up with you. I think I need to be taking my leave.
Oh, hold on. This one's giving us the stink eye. Do you know her or something?
She's and you could see, like, especially trying to mumble this out with her dead eye locked on the entire group.
Yeah, it's hard.
Goes to, like, you know, take a drink, but, like, obviously just to cover his mouth and mumbles like, City Watch Militia Captain.
What would she be doing here? I say with my back turned to her.
Yeah. Just kind of keeping that hesitantly and, like, sipping slowly. She found something in the works going on. I don't know what it is. Anyone with a past like myself, she's been growing hard. It's been really fucking difficult to get this to work, Captain. This is my last favor, I fucking swear.
Oh, definitely. So, you think she's onto you?
If she wasn't, she wouldn't be a fucking dog tearing at a cat's throat now, wouldn't she?
That's a damn shame. What do we do here?
I don't fucking know. I'm shitting myself. You can tell he's like almost too fucking scared to even get up to leave at this current circumstance with her growling your whole group.
Alright.
So,
Captain.
I like it.
Nobody else is gonna.
Awesome.
alrighty. So,
Yeah, I have an attack.
What? Sorry, what did you say to her?
They could be either. Oh,
My lag is, gone fucking horrible for a moment there.
Hey, somebody has to defuse this situation. It might as well be expendable, the bird.
Aw.
goodbye, my friend.
Touch the bird and they die.
Touch the bird and you leave in a hearse.
Alright. So, you just go up to her and start conversation? Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Alright. You can see her, relax a little bit and kind of eyes you up and up. Haven't seen an Aarakocra around here in a long time.
Yeah, well, seeing the world, you seem a little tense. Everything around here has been so relaxed.
It's hard work keeping the country safe, especially on the border of the Pirate Lord's territory. They get pretty cocky sometimes, and occasionally like having little raids upon us and see if they can test us and push it a little further in.
But we're on the border of Mirage City.
Oh, you are. It's just that it doesn't mean it's not shared with the kings. Just because they're in good standing with them doesn't mean that we tolerate them.
Yeah, I've never been to Mirage City. I didn't know they liked pirates so much.
It's because they can buy them off. We've accused them before of hiring them to attack us and keep us distracted with whatever they're building in their shipyards.
Yeah, I was honestly very interested to see their shipyards. I've heard they're really good.
They're definitely impressive. They stolen a great deal of engineers from our country. Creative and beautiful minds. It's a damn shame. It's amazing what the promise of heavy wallets can do to someone.
Well, I mean, you know, money is everything after all.
It definitely is. She kind of like takes a long drink and fucking grills the man again from all.
The diversion isn't working. She's just like turning and just fucking AC 130ing this poor man.
So tell me about yourself. Your ship you came on. I heard it was called the Elbreth.
Yeah, it's a nice ship. It's even got a tree in it.
Yes, the General Warden has welcomed your smith captain. Interesting trade.
Yeah, she's very good. She made my sword if you'd like to look at it.
If I may. Kind of holds out a hand and sets her drink down.
I will show her the sword.
You let her take it for a moment.
Yeah, sure.
You can see this is definitely distracting her a little better. Gives a little flourish testing the weight. Yeah. I'm impressed. Usually most smiths get the proportions wrong and don't weight it correctly when especially made from bone.
Yeah, it also breathes ice.
I definitely have to seek out her traveling shop sometime when she's not busy. Picks up Ironstride and just flourishes him across him.
I mean, yeah, what has she been doing? She hasn't talked to us for a while.
Smithing.
Yeah, I know. Believe me, if you ever seen her kill a giant worm. She was at that thing without sleeping for like a day, ripping off its hide. She's insane.
I could definitely see why you work with her. I mean, you're interesting crew. Though, definitely heard word of a tiefling. Of the darker variety, but it doesn't seem like the one I was looking for anyway.
You're looking for a tiefling?
Yes, there's one that's been irking some of the shopkeepers and a few people around town. Though definitely didn't have an afro, so it can't be her.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
At that point, you can tell she does the full turn and is now looking at you with great interest.
Uh-oh.
Do tell!
I mean, what? I'm here a while ago.
At this point, you can see this guy's just like taking the moment, just like, good night, Captain. I'll see you later for drinks again.
Aye.
Alright.
So, who is this tiefling? By the way, apologies, my name is Jilms.
Oh, Telra.
Who goes to puke in the toilet? Oh no. What? Well, actually, what are you doing? Or just calling desperately?
Just gonna sit on the edge and like stress.
Sits down on chair, hopes it doesn't break.
It's sturdy. It holds true for now.
For now! Give it a few minutes.
Yeah. It's like that slow creak where you can hear things like breaking little by little, every fiber just...
You hear the splinters.
So, as she's sitting there and listening intently. So, how did you meet this woman? And I would imagine she came on your ship then.
I mean, not by my own decision, no. She can teleport, you see.
So you're intimately knowledgeable about her.
I mean, she materialized on board our ship. I don't really know what you're supposed to mean by that. I've seen a lot of magic, man.
That is fair point. But, of course, we've not received any kind of report of that on the ship itself, or we do have a full accounted roster of who's on your ship accompanying, and even some who have retired to this great city to take up a few jobs of interest in between port and loaders, and a couple of craftsmen, some just looking for a respectable hard wager.
Well, yeah, they were carefully inspecting our hold. That's why I put all the gold in the portable hole, so they didn't go like, hey, why do you have a fuck-off pile of open gold and treasure?
No, I just mean, where did the fro tiefling come from?
No, don't you remember, though? Like, the black tiefling teleporting assassin chick, she jumped off the ship before they did the inspection. She ran off because I noticed it.
Mm-hmm.
So they never actually got a record of her becoming on board our ship.
No, I meant... Nothing, never mind.
Yeah. You know, the
Better
fact
bring
that there is no black tiefling when they registered a dragonborn.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it.
But anyways, what has she done? Like, I only talked to her briefly. She was annoying.
Armed robbery.
Holy shit. What did she rob? She told me she was rich.
I mean, the greedy want more, do they not?
I don't know, I'm pretty happy.
He's been busy. Well, nonetheless, I would appreciate you telling me everything you know about her in intimate detail.
I mean, honestly, I don't really know all that much about her. Everybody's really angry at her when I came back. Because she tried to stab somebody, I think. Oh, no, she didn't. She didn't actually get to do anything. But yeah, everybody was really angry at her. She didn't really talk all that much. She was kind of asshole, and she disappeared.
Hmm.
I would just sure we're talking about the same person.
So, you saw her, spoke with her.
Yeah.
And when was all of this?
I guess yeah, we were gone for those days, so guess like a week or so ago.
So she accompanied you here then?
Like I said, she can teleport. I can't exactly control her.
Yeah, fair.
I'm like really internally debating on whether or not I actually want to sell her out right now. Considering where she is.
It's entirely up to you, as we still don't know.
Yeah, she's on that roof directly behind us.
I mean, I can tell you where she is if you want.
That would be appreciated.
I mean, like I said, she can teleport. She'll probably run away before you can do anything.
Do tell me.
Okay, give me a minute.
You can see Jones watches with a great amount of beguilement. She does kind of take one last glancing look at Misky and Brandaberry. What was your initial role for the disguise kit? For her new...
That's Masibra and Trisky to you.
Yeah. Trisky's disco stew goody too. So, what did you roll for the disco fever?
I don't know.
I think it was like a 19 or something.
19.
No, it's your
roll
original
again?
for whiskey. It's
Oh,
just
guess I should roll again.
Yes.
Alright, disguise kit with what?
Obviously charisma because deception and all that.
Sure. Yeet.
Alrighty. I believe it's an insight to see through disguise. If I'm not mistaken. Which... Yeah, she would not be able to make that. And you have seeming on yourself, Bradamir?
No, I am also in a disguise.
he got a similar role for his Masiba disguise.
That's perfect. Alright,
It's like
so luckily for you, she can't actually beat that. But you can tell there's a little suspicion there.
tapping my fingers as I concentrate. Just...
So, as you do sense the current circumstance, after Masiba's friend left for so many Riki, Misky, Whiskey, you can tell Riki had started following Masiba's friend down the street.
Oh.
Actually, I can sense her following that guy we were talking to, Masiba's old friend, walking down the street.
What?
Yeah, she's tailing him, it seems like.
And with that, she just kind of like tosses your blade to the side. Apologies, and grabs the glaive and just starts booking it out down the street as fast as she can.
Tell her, what did you say to her? Did you harass her or something?
Oh no, I told her, she told me that, Ricky was guilty of armed robbery.
Huh.
I'm not surprised.
She's also tailing your friend, so I sent her after her.
What? Did the exact same thing she did.
Oh, why do I even try?
I will follow him. I move faster.
I will follow.
Carry me.
Alright, I pick up Brad and hoof it.
I'm faster than all of you.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. As shit is starting to unfurl.
What am I talking about? I start flying with my 60 feet of flight.
Well, you don't have bonus action dash, so I'm afraid you have to take a seat.
Cool, guys.
Like a
I'm back
robot
here.
can fly?
Alrighty. So, just checking all that goody goody. Hooty footy. Shit's going down, son.
Oh yeah, totally forgetting to pay any tab.
I throw a handful of gold at
Okay.
because I'm faster than everybody else.
You throw a bunch of gold to plaster the table.
It dents the table, but good thing it was a whole bunch of gold.
You just hear the Madam Lease the thank you! Alrighty. That's sudden unexpectancy here. So.
Nyom.
My favorite character is the double-crossing drow wizard that we trusted for some reason instead of killing them in cold blood.
I don't know.
Ah, boy, oh boy. Let's see. Where's a good alley map when you need one?
Just like copy paste this map over and over again to the right.
Might as well. Things are gonna get weird. Double the size.
Can feel them getting weird.
Bow.
Just copy and paste, boys. Copy and paste.
The city
Oh,
molds
yeah.
around us.
Damn, there's a lot of taverns.
It's a really popular bar, man. They
Yeah, they just made a whole
they
bunch
cast
of
the clone spell on the whole district.
I like how
Franchised
she
it.
just-
Put them too
She
close.
just believes some random ass metal helmeted bird that told her that some dude's getting
I know,
tailed.
right? I feel like you should have made a persuasion check that.
Flashback.
I mean, I literally just sense people within 5 miles of me.
Yeah, but like that guy that left a minute ago, you're like, oh yeah, I know where that fugitive is. They're following that guy that left a minute ago. You can trust
He's not a fugitive.
wanted for armed robbery.
So
She's the fugitive, not him.
Yeah, that's what I said. The fugitive is following that guy that left.
So, obviously, trekking quite a ways down. Let me get some initiative echoes as you come up the alley, because you were talking for a good while there.
Yeah.
And the guy was booking it like it was a fucking business. You do hear as she comes around the bend. Well, you hear somebody yelling in the distance, followed by a fireball.
A fireball?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. That's
I'm never taking any of your advice again on not to murder people.
You have permission.
So,
So you will see Receiv's friend turned to stone
Oh, yep. All right.
and shattered on the ground.
Oh, shat. Oh, that's not cool.
And Jim's looking around, as literally around her is a scorched section, looking fairly hurt already, and Ricky standing over the shattered remains.
Ricky, you fuck.
You fucking asshole!
Yeah, she's still cool, even though she's bad.
she got an ass though.
Hell yeah.
That ass. Well, it seems about appropriate for Jilms. Alrighty. As shit is unfurling, yo.
Okay, my turn wouldn't be for a bit, so I'm just gonna be right back. I'm gonna feed the cats.
Sure.
Orange drive. Alright. Let me just grab another extra piece here. Shit's unfurling in such odd ways. Oh. Just threw the whole
Rip.
dinner plate. Threw the whole thing across the room, just the whole dinner plate. Zero chill. God damn.
This
Oh my widow, Shinpeiru.
What are
He
they
is,
gonna do?
I mean, proud of
First, I'll show. To work.
like slightly shady individual that worked for government prison now. The guy that just arranged for this, that he paid me well for, just fucking turned to stone and crumbled in the street.
Wait, what? Miss?
Are you going to be interested in fulfilling the rest of that contract?
Don't worry about it.
Because I sure as fuck would die.
I say it's time to win some favor then.
Yeah.
To cover all ground.
Ricky can literally teleports.
Yeah.
This is.
so good, bread and meat.
So,
Yeah, but he has to know where she went.
Just counter spell lol.
Not in range.
Shit.
Clearly.
Throw him closer.
That's okay, I'll drag you closer.
Alright, well, I guess in that case, Misky just gonna get closer. I think I tried standing at the door.
alright.
Is that okay? Can I start? I know we were just talking.
Yes, we can.
Okay, I'm going to dish then. Ah, it is 60 feet. Fucking stay back here. Fuck that shit.
Alright.
I am done.
So, with that, you see Ricky looking at your group. Just has a wicked tooth kind of grin.
Oh hell.
Sorry, loves. I need this more than you.
Stop being so cool.
And with that, she's like, "Oh, lovin'," and so going over to 11. Can't see him.
Oh no.
What? Oh, that
Oh.
guy. That guy.
Oh no.
11 is spelled.
Yeah. Damn.
He is coming on over
There's the bastard.
There's a bug.
as he looks to the rest of you. You can see the the Shigamasan with himself as well. Gives a little wink towards you, Bradimir / Masiva. Cast invisibility on her.
Ruh-roh.
As if.
Wow. Nice vocal work, Iron Strike.
So, after that, he'll go over here, still strumming on his Shimison, before he, what looks like he kind of pulls apart one of the back pieces, knocks an arrow and shoots it at Jilms.
That's so cool.
No, Jilms. Jilms of Sigfire.
Jilms Sigmar. Oh, God. And then fires and hits her with a 24.
Oh damn.
Small 4 piercing damage.
Hey.
She needs to make a con save.
I was like, I mean, come on, that has to be poison. Nobody would attempt that shit even as pure hold up, guys.
I mean, if I fired a crossbow, it would do exactly 4 damage.
Exactly 4. Alright, and then oh dear. Have multiple things overlapping each other again. Yep. Fucking roll 20, getting their shit mixed. It's good shit. It's good shit. I love it. I love having my monsters overwritten by other monsters by mistake.
Discord dying. No,
Just a bit.
It's just my fucking monsters being overwritten by each other, apparently. It's fucking great.
It happened.
Alright, so I have to do manually, which she does fail. And so you see Jilms, Misky, crumple to the floor.
Oh.
Telrath.
What?
You just
Sorry.
saw the militia commander just fucking.
Oh, asleep, not like dying.
You don't know.
Okay.
Walks outside, goes, hey, what the fuck? 15 feet. Okay, so I see no drow, but since the sense thing pretty much acts like a concentration spell, I can sense that she's kind of around here, but possibly, I don't know if she dimension doored or some shit, but like...
You sense her here.
Okay. I don't know, I'm debating between should I just go try to murder her or should I... Let's pull her to safety. They're clearly trying to kill her based on the situation. 80 feet. So Telrath will activate his jet thrusters. 80 feet, grab her. Then initiate his jet thrusters backwards.
Full reverse.
Flying
Drag all
away.
the way back
Huh?
over.
You can see a little frustration on Olevin's face.
I also flip him off. That was basically my full turn just moving, because then that was a lot of movement.
Alrighty.
I also had to, pay the woman, which I assume was still on my turn order, so,
Alright. So, with that, we're over to Riki.
Yeah.
Who is going over. She will start sauntering over. Misty Step.
30 feet of blind sight.
You sense her
Oh,
right
she's-
behind Misky.
Oh, okay. Misky, behind you!
So. She will have advantage. Will critically hit you. For her first attack.
Right, you have adamantine plate, don't you? Misky?
Yeah. How does that shit work, Josh?
So basically
don't
turns
get
it to normal, so it doesn't get the extra damage die, but it will still hit you. It just turns to a normal hit. Thankfully.
It's already working!
Yay!
Yay!
Holy shit, thank you so much, Rosie.
So.
And-
I'm so mad that my monsters were overridden for some of these.
Oh,
Aw.
I have to go and grab everything real fast. So, she does strike into you because she's two-handing it.
Mhm.
So she'll do 12 slashing damage to you. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution!
Alrighty. So you stave off the first strike. Second one. Coming at you again. We'll hit you with a 24. I do apologize for repeatedly beating you with this by making another con save.
That's okay.
Which does 6 slashing again. Still staving it off. And last attack. She is a savage bitch. And will miss as that finally glances off your armor. Yeah.
Come on, we could have helped you. What the fuck?
With that, you do hear a soft chuckle, and As resilient as I am.
It does.
Bradmer.
Do not have a reveal in Viz. I will grab Iron Stride and Dimension Door.
Oh.
Over next to Bard Boy.
Oh no, that poor bar.
Oh, nice Stride, do your thing.
Cracks knuckles.
Dun, dun,
Complete a Misky. Keep it up, Misky. You get inspiration.
Alrighty. This is gonna be fucking funny.
Okay. Actually, I will use my movement to hit him.
With advantage.
Goddamn.
I'm to assume they will hit.
They definitely do.
Crunch.
Oh dear
Crunch.
God. Oh.
Crunch.
Oh hell, he dead.
So,
He's so dead.
and Iron Stride, as you're doing this, you punch him on the... Oh my god. After the third one, you see him, like, shakily, like, looking around. He needs to make his fucking con check on his... Well, because as you are surprised, especially for a bard, no less, to still be standing at this, you see his body has kind of like shifted a little bit like putty. So, damn. That's 19.
Does he actually make it on all three?
Just checking the height damage ratios here.
Those are some impressive damage numbers.
Yes, they are.
Disgusting.
So the first DC would be 19, and the second one 16, and the third one 18.
That is correct, sir. Let's see if you can even make these. I doubt it. Nope.
It's a
He's got a
chance.
chance. He's got a chance.
But he's alive by some bizarre magical fuckery.
Okay. Bonus action. No!
No!
Hand him the sword.
I gently hand him the sword, and then I action surge.
I
Why
forgot
did
you
you
could do
bother?
that.
That'll
Yeah,
definitely hit him.
Yes.
Die already.
And you can see he's still alive.
Ah!
He can fight. As you end,
Yeah!
as you end 11, and head pop.
Just slams head into side of the building.
Tell he had some kind of alchemical concoction helping him the fuck out. Which is impressive that a bard even survived that.
Right.
Alright, over his body, I high five Iron Thread.
Stand back up. No, I'm kidding.
I high five through Olovin's head. I have one attack left and I don't know what to do with it. I know. I haven't
Just
done
keep
this in
going.
a while.
Keep going. Double tap.
Let's see. Let me just check this. I'm too far away. No, I'm not.
I'm too far away.
Nah, you're in the way, Nisky. If I do that, you're gonna get hit.
Please don't throw your javelin at me.
I've still got all my movement, so
Just
40 feet of it. Girl.
Do it.
That is perfect distance. God damn it.
Mhm.
Are you going to give up yet?
Ooh, always get in the way.
Okay then.
Fine.
You punch her anyway.
Just for good measure.
Just for good measure.
She would barely parry that.
Nice.
But that she'll plant the sword in the alley. She does whip out the papers. I made sure they weren't destroyed. You can still present them. I need her. She goes to hand them over to Misky and she points up to Jones like, I need her.
Why?
Why?
My business.
You bitch, you just killed our informant in the middle of the street.
Here's a problem.
And how so?
Call out Turkey. Hey, do you need this guy?
It would be kind of preferable, but I don't expect him to be coming back anytime soon.
I mean, Brad, she didn't ask our preference before killing him.
Like to make a medicine check on 11.
And take your shit first.
I mean,
And not to stabilize, to check if he's super dead.
his head's literally fucking exploded.
Oh, yeah, alright. Never mind then. I'm good.
I did my job.
Yes. You did a great job. Well done, buddy.
I mean, you can either explain yourself or I'm gonna take her back to the barracks, so...
Your business is about to become our business.
Oh, God, I fucking hate how efficient you guys are.
Hey, we could have avoided all this mess if you had spoken to us earlier. Now there's 2 dead people in the street.
Yeah, I was going to, because I sensed her across the street when we were drinking, but...
I think the question here is, why should we not kill you? Go on then.
Guess I have a way out for everyone in there.
Are you
I
trying
mean,
to get somebody
Keep
out?
talking.
Effectively, me and my original crew are still good friends. That was, well, yeah, definitely was one of them. Sad days. But
Hold on a fucking minute. Are you friends with Messi?
No, it was 11, the dude that we turned into Pope.
Oh.
Yeah.
Obviously.
What she's saying is she has a way out for the people in the jail because they are her crew.
with these, and I making her as a personal captive for a time being, and taking her place,
That could work.
could easily wiggle my way in there, and being the militia guard captain of the city, would easily gain ear, which is why my friend 11 there was getting us somewhere closer to being able to take the spot without discrepancy.
Wow, so you literally risked your entire plan on the idea that a bunch of psychos wouldn't intervene when you killed their informant.
I mean, you've never failed to impress me before.
Oh, you should have just fucking asked, you dumb bitch.
It's less
As much
entertaining
as
that
I-
way.
As much as I hate and respect you, do you... God. Stupid. Why do you want to work together?
Oh, that sounded painful. I like that.
This is why I do what I do, love. I would be glad to, Mr. Masiba.
Yes, you're back on the crew. So it's temporary.
I
No.
left it up to him.
Inform us of something that you were going to do.
That would also risk someone running their mouth.
Why would any of us run our mouths?
It's
The
3
only one
days
that
and...
does that is Brett.
Well, I mean, I could trust you, big iron and handsome. The rest of you, not sure. I don't know how you
And
are
why
when you
would
get drunk,
trust me over them.
because you can't get drunk.
Very well.
This is true.
Now, if you don't mind, we're kind of in the open with one of the sleeping gods of the head of the city.
Yes, let's clean this up and get back to our ship.
Yes.
Unless you have a better hiding spot.
I do have a location. I'll let you hold on to the captain if you like, but I do need her armor and effects.
Right.
Obviously,
Easy.
here's your papers. I did not destroy them. I'll tend to the other matters.
Very well then.
No more holding out on us.
I will not. So, as she goes over and, obviously politely handing the papers to Misky,
Thank you.
pulls out a particular bag of holding and scoops up the rock dust.
A bloody bag of holding.
And then obviously picks up, I assume you want something from your prize. She kind of points to Eleven's body. The weird Shameson / short bow poison delivery.
Yeah, I curiously take his instrument weapon? Question mark?
He's a good alchemist. Damn petty. Scoops his body into the bag.
Wow. What a bag.
I hope you two aren't close or anything.
We were, but I'm gonna miss that cock. Anyway,
Oh. I meant like friends, but fuck.
For a guy who runs a brothel, he sure is a prude.
Run thing.
all right.
Okay, now how do we get her back to the ship?
You've got teleportation, don't you?
Oh yeah.
How about we use our legs?
That could work too. But excuse me
Well,
while I strip her down, if you don't mind. Leave her dignity intact, of course.
Yeah, I just want it to be known for the record that I still want to kill you, so I'm just letting you know.
I appreciate a fellow of honesty.
No, it's not honor.
Oh no, I said honesty, dear. Definitely no, there's no honor amongst us.
Yeah, definitely not.
Alrighty.
Our ship on tomorrow.
So, as she
Hopefully we
strips her down and goes to
I am not a fan of keeping innocent prisoners.
Well, Brad, we could kill her instead, so take your pick.
I mean, I could always take her, but I figured
Strips it
this.
down and mold in.
Temporary prisoner.
Strips her down and fucks her on the side of the street. Perfect.
Jesus.
Then before we
Throw
leave,
her
we
2 gold pieces.
put her back. How does that sound?
I have no idea what you just said.
Temporary prisoner. Then when we're done here, we.
Well, we weren't gonna keep her.
Oh, no.
So are you just going to break everybody out of
Just my crew from the Arcane Breaker.
A prison-wide prison break wouldn't be super bad. Take some of the heat off of both of us.
It's true. They would be very distracted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, that guy actually knew about you. I remember him mentioning the arcane break when we were drinking.
I do recall, yes.
Yeah, I kind of want my crew back.
Well, if it's easy to release everybody at the same time, then I guess we can.
I mean, okay, I'll cut you another deal. Get his family too.
Oh yes, if you haven't guessed, that's why we're doing this.
Yeah, if you don't, I'll kill your entire crew from 800 feet in the air.
I do love when you volley.
Well, I can definitely appreciate that. You have a deal. Don't worry, after this, I'm sure I'll be far from ever bothering you again. By the way, the full name, I'm sure that...
Josh is inhaled.
Damn it.
No exhales, only inhales.
It just kept cutting out, so all I kept hearing was just your inhale and cut out.
Fucking beautiful. Love it.
Just storing it like a balloon. Alright then, Ricky, we'll see you tomorrow at noon for whatever kind of plan this is now.
That works for me. And by the way, just so you can know for the future, since you know who you're already dealing with, since you know I'm from the original ship of the Arcane Breakers.
No idea what he's saying. He's cutting out real bad.
Fuck you, mole man!
We're dealing with the original crew of the Arcane Breaker, the super bed.
The original crew of the
Mole Man!
Mole Maker.
So, you'll find out as she tells you, because she's the captain of the Arcane Breakers who's managed to escape.
Oh!
Yeah. Ricky Charming Buckley.
Chopped up, sure.
Yeah, good full name. I like it.
Oh. There.
But anyways, let's get the naked captain of the guard out of the street. Come on.
Yep.
So, with that, she happily accompanies you back to the ship once more.
I'll cast invisibility on her body.
How long does the knockout thing last?
Oh, 24 hours.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah,
That will
make
actually
carry.
last
Useful.
the whole duration of our plan. That's convenient, I suppose.
Unless something goes wrong.
Oh, that reminds me. She reaches back into the bag real quick, pulls out a couple more vials. Make sure she stays asleep. Hands it to you, Taref, and it's another 2 vials of intense sleeping tonics.
Well, it's good enough to make me stuff like this later. I do like poison.
Well, I'm sure if you ever got him back, I'm sure he would gladly share the recipe.
Oh. Awkward.
I mean, we have a guy on our ship that could revive him if you paid him in diamonds.
I could do that.
I don't know if he'd approve of it. I mean, it's up to him whether he wants to do it. I'll force it.
Every time he closes his eyes at night, he'll see my fists coming. Face.
I think depending on how tomorrow goes, we'll see if bring him back for you.
Oh, see, there you go. Good idea.
So good getting me with the fucking alert sounds, you motherfucker. So,
Yeah. The guy's very good. He brought Brad back when he was a pile of dust.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure him missing a head won't even be an issue.
Guess that's what I get to do
Ah!
next level.
double
Same
square roll.
thing.
Learn.
Who are you? I'm you, but better.
I get to land 2 of literally any spell I want.
Square up thoughts. What's scarier than 1 iron stride? 2 iron strides.
Oh no.
Hug of opportunity.
So, with that, she'll gladly sit on down with you and start spilling the beans on all the plan.
Yes, the beans.
Love
The
beans.
beans, the beans.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, look at the bright side now. Now Masiba won't ever be able to catch his fate.
2 birds, 1 stone.
So, obviously, aside from being annoyed from me, I've been casing this place for a long time. Yours was a matter of convenience. After the judge ordered me to chase you down, I saw it as a risky but interesting opportunity to come here and meet up with, one of my old mates who've been staying here as a barred vagrant. Well, at least that's what he seemed to be. He did have a few notes and eyes watching the port for a long time, sending reports to me.
Wait, so Sleeman knows who you are, but yet they sent you to apprehend a fugitive?
They've heard of me. No one has seen me.
Well, that sure is convenient.
It is. It's as simple as, like, she does the hand wave over the face and shifts into Jones.
Huh.
Convenient, I guess.
Of course, it's easier when you're leading a ship like this to be a different captain every time.
Yeah.
So is this your true form then?
Well, the tiefling part, yeah.
But is your hair a different color?
Well, it's usually a more vibrant red. I just appreciated the white.
Very cool. I like it.
But nonetheless, in the matters of dealing with the prison, thankfully I've had my man there for some time. So long as we are smart about it, we might be able to start a full uprising and stir there. Though obviously the magic has been fairly disrupted there, a good portion. The Archmage who has resided there was constantly placing wards. I don't know if, how many you were intending to bring, but especially with my ex-friend having some skill in alchemical concoction, I do know of a river that kind of drains through the underpass that we might be able to blow into. Though, obviously, once we start unlocking cages, there's going to be a lot of alarms going off because they are oh so very warded. So we'd have to act quickly.
Is there any way for us to dispel the alarms on the cages? That could buy us more time.
Well, I'm good enough for some. I can't promise all of them. And obviously I'm getting my entire crew out of that.
Other question, how well ventilated is the room where everybody is?
Considering it's underground, no one's really seen the underground prison, but the only reason why my ex-friend 11 was able to get any means on it was this nice little water-breathing potion, taking a swim through the rivers underneath, finding some nice brick and mortar work.
Wait, you can go into the river?
Well, not entirely through the river, but
And all we'd have to do is breathe underwater.
yeah. Though
Wow.
the exact
That's
layout,
convenient.
the exact layout of the prison is not exactly, to my knowledge. That's the only part we've never really been able to work out. We haven't seen inside or below.
I'm going to assume that teleport is not going to work.
Unless you want to probably end up dead or just exhausting yourself from arcane feedback.
Right.
Brick and mortar is not hard for me to break through.
So, working from underneath?
It is possible that I could create an entrance, however, someone to stop the flow of water.
Wait, what? You were cutting out then too. Or is it my internet?
It's the
I was
server.
cutting out from it. It's something about like, stopping the flow of water.
Oh, I
We
can
would
do
just
that.
need something to patch up the hole afterwards.
Oh, I can't do that. I can
let's
stop it while you're working on it.
That would be useful.
Well, if anything, with especially my new current position and promotion, I might be able to get some of the fellows to go on break early, maybe.
That would help.
I mean, we all have a particular ability on this crew. So energy from water would actually work well for us.
Oh, that's
Killed a lot
perfect.
of them. That's it.
So, I do have to ask your parents. How'd
What?
they end up here in such a fantastical prison?
Well, the thing is, I was hoping to do this in a legal sort of manner and not get allowed. Where I actually documents that prove their innocence as they were wrongfully thrown into this prison. But I guess we're not doing that.
Tell you what. If you want to give me a copy or not. Obviously, I know it's a great deal of trust with someone you've clashed with a few times.
You need a copy for.
Well, I mean, so I can give the warden one. The warden is a man of the law.
You give that to him and what? They walk free? Just like that?
Well, I would imagine he's surely going to inspect it. That would probably erase some bad blood, maybe? I don't know. Maybe he'll seek it out or attempt to start finding the truth. I don't know how these good men do things like that.
I feel like that would probably take too long.
It's fine. I could drug him and drag him out for you. Or maybe even drug him and drag him down to the bottom. Then again, that would probably take a lot of work. But it might be possible.
I was just hoping that when I got them out, it would be legal so that they won't be chased for the rest of their lives.
That's fair. Or they could go to Mirage City.
How would that help?
Different rule. Different law.
Yeah, they'd be free. We have plenty of money. We could get them a nice house. They could start up a new business. They'd be fine.
Yeah, everybody needs a whole house.
Alright, well, it beats prison. They can't complain. Let's go with that.
And I mean, hey, you can always submit the documents to the Sleet Run legal system and try to get them acquitted. You know?
Yep, we can do that once this is all well and done. Alright. That is good then?
Should be. Any special requests while I'm in there?
Truly. We'll be bringing 4 of us here, and I believe our 5th is actually already in the prison.
Yeah, my only special request is you don't try to stab our captain. It might end badly for you.
Oh, really?
My special request is you don't trick us again.
Cross my heart.
You said you needed this more than this crew of yours.
I really can't go anywhere without my crew and the constant being subservient to a bunch of spoiled, snobbish nobles is not exactly my idea of a good retirement. I'd rather have good ale dick in a place that I could retire to.
Just remember,
fair.
we have the leverage of all 11 spelled wrong. What kind of name is Oliver?
Should this go well, then I wouldn't mind working with you again in the future. If you can actually hold up to your end of the bargain, it would mean you'd have another ally in the sky. And that is always good, isn't it?
Indeed it is. And I look forward to that.
It's true, we are very piratey.
It would be nice to see you in one of the havens. Obviously, after you handle your business and help your folks get to where they need to be.
Right.
But nonetheless, I need to draw you a map of the underground rivers.
That would be nice.
Many of us will be able to
Yes.
What do you
Yeah,
say?
I'll probably just go fly over and go jump in.
If you fly over Telerath, I feel like they're going to shoot you.
Oh, come on.
Make him invisible first. It's fine.
quick dress him up as a seagull.
He's just a real big seagull.
Here's the real sad part about being a bird. Everybody knows who you are because I'm like the only one around in most places.
The only one that's a bird.
So obviously she'll draw out that map, and once you have a good location, you can see that it does connect with the harbor. YO11 was able to kind of start seeking it out from port as a partially disguised, equally smelly vagrant. And before I go, would you mind? As she kind of holds up the bag that 11's in.
Like I said, after we're done, but I mean, he can probably do it.
Sounds good. So she'll go and slump the body for an outlift to fix up and obviously give the diamond require. And as they are parting ways after very, very tired, she just tells them, "Go back to the safe house. You're gonna be way too tired for this." You can see 11 drained, exhausted, kind of.
Oh yeah, he'd be jet lagged as fuck.
Yeah, still hazy. Not even worried about his fucking Shimison that you have. Like, just glad he's alive again. And kind of looking at her like, what the fuck?
I'll give him back his thing.
Wait, what? I thought we were holding this over her head for leverage. Why are we giving her back her crew member now?
I'll go up to Oliver and like extend a hand. No hard feelings.
I feel like there are only hard feelings.
He just kind of flinches at you real fast. Like, yeah, no hard feelings at all, man. Jesus.
Shake his hand.
Even with my potion of vulnerability on you, fucking slugged right through me.
It's my speciality to deal with threats.
Ironstride is great at what he does.
No shit. Fucking. Oh. You do what you need to do, Rikiam. Well. Before you give me say, obviously you can keep him here if you want. He's not really going to be much of a threat.
I don't care. He can go wherever he wants.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to the hideout for now then. Sorry about that, but Captain's fucking weird. Goes to fucking hobble off to his hideout, which, even if you follow him, like you could tell it's pretty much within the harbor's means and can easily find it.
I was gonna say, I mean, there's also Broken Bird right here.
Oh,
Just attack.
That's why I'm saying you could easily find it.
He's in that building there.
Having a dump.
Oh god.
I can sense the shit leaving his body.
Dude.
Dude, TMI.
So, with that, Ricky will head off and go to head for the fort in the morning. The plan is rolling into motion. And I think we'll leave off there as everything starts to unfurl.
Very important question. Did killing that guy give us 1700 XP?
Sadly not, but it did give you each 700.
Kill him again!
Jeez. I had to do I did 141 damage to it that turn.
And you weren't
Yeah.
even done yet. Just
I still had more attacks.
Wait, let me roll up. Okay, let's see if I would have survived this. Okay, if hit second attack, but hit. Third
You should have
attack,
just killed Riki as well. We would have leveled up.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't kill Ricky. Like, if I was in charge of this party's murder boner, we'd already have leveled up.
Wait, sorry, I'm wrong. I did 170. I didn't calculate the last punch I put on him.
Wow.
I will have you know, I would have barely survived the round with you. I would have been at like 10 HP because I have multi-attack defense. That would be my only saving
I
grace.
would have survived the first round, not the second one.
The only thing that saved him for that long is literally very simple, rare potion. Potion invulnerability. 1 minute of resistance to all damage.
And you still punched his legs out.
Still put him down.
Good shit.
When I saw he was a bard and he wasn't going down, I was like, no, action search. Fuck you, you're going down. I said good day, sir.
Good day, sir!
Yeah, I saw what he was about. I was like, no, we're getting in my own stride. I don't know what Bard to do.
Yeah, I know bards are fucking scary.
Of course. You almost got to the mass suggestion part.
Yeah, no, fuck you. I wasn't gonna let you get to that part. I'm gonna put that bullshit on you. You with your big stupid final boss, and I'm just like, hey, all of your minions will just leave now, and they're all like, you know what? He's right. We will.
Ah, run away! So,
Good sesh.
Yeah.
nice head turners. It would have been funny because you would have seen Jones disappear. Because I could tell you this because obviously you know the plan now. You would have seen Jones disappear, and then you would have seen on Rossi's side Jones is there, but it wouldn't make sense
Oh.
because she would have been kidnapped, and then you would have known something real fucky was up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Something's kind of fucky.
Also, Massivo's a pirate king? What?
Pirate Lord?
Pirate Lord. Yes.
Masiba's Jack Sparrow.
So,
Dude's fucking retired king of the pirates, and we're just like,
Mhm.
yeah, we'll buy your rusty sword. I'll give you these 2 bowling balls and a coconut.
so you could tell, especially from what you've learned from Masiba. Oh well, about Masiba, I should say, since the guy's now
know.
dusted and rocking Ricky's bag until she dumps him in the ocean. That originally, one of the pirate kings ruled over one of the many ports that many of the pirate kings, queens, and barons and baronesses maintained control of.
Alright.
Apparently sold out that entire haven to Sleet Run.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And then in a double triple turncoat, went back to pirating for a brief time before retiring.
Just to have some sport.
And then ever since then has vanished from most of this crew's knowledge.
So we found some derelict pirate lord living on a fucking island, sitting there tanning up on booze and fucking eating coconuts most days because he's fucking blackout drunk every other day. And then when he runs into some random guy, he's like, "How you doing? You wanna buy this cigar? Found it's fucking cool, hey? Come on in, boys."
Well, I mean, it explains why he has so much random shit.
Yeah, he's just got these contacts that still bring him shit.
Josh made this character. He's like, yeah, he's got like ties back here, and he's well-developed character. Party will never find out. It's too deep. Me shows up as Masiba. Holy shit!
Pretty fucking much.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
This Masiba was never meant to have this much detail.
When
It's
one
fantastic.
shopkeep turns out to be ex-pirate lord Machina. What
Okay,
the
boy.
fuck's going on?
We're well on our way to becoming pirate lords.
I'm gonna
Doing it
heavily
this.
plan on going back to Masiba and apologizing very much for using his favor and killing one of his friends.
Hey, to be fair, you weren't the one that killed him.
Well, getting him killed.
On a side note, it clearly shows that he's had his shrunken head collection for some time, considering this
Yeah, I
man
forgot about
knew about it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think when he said fucked up collection, I was like, yeah.
Yeah. We haven't seen Masiba in so long that I forgot he had that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember he had like a hammock, and that's it.
He had a hammock.
He's got a little shack where he can go sleep, a hammock in between the two trees on the island that drop coconuts, a little makeshift dock, and a sailing ship that somehow has survived so much bullshit.
Yeah.
And then these bunch of assholes rock up looking for wares. Every time we've run into him and surprised him, he's like accidentally shot near us and gone, "Oh, it's you guys."
You can tell he's definitely paranoid.
Oh yeah.
Jumpy motherfucker.
Explains so much.
Every time you guys have shown up, he's stood up and fired a gun.
He hasn't hit one of us yet, but you know.
He seems very much like Jack Sparrow when he was stranded on that island. And he had... yeah.
I can't believe we didn't kill that drow. I'm just surprised.
Like I'm
She's not a drow.
surprised because I didn't expect her to just
I don't care.
I didn't expect her to just give up and just go, "Okay, I'll fill you in on the plan." I was just, huh? Oh.
Well,
not?
now that we know
Guess
her
he made a friend,
motives,
man.
she seems more trustworthy and less likely to betray us.
She's also a fellow captain looking to get her crew back.
Mm-hmm. Useful.
Why do I keep calling her a fucking drow?
Because she looks like one from afar.
Yeah, she looks like one because the horns are hard to see.
It's true.
The horns keep looking like a headdress every time I see
See,
her.
I feel there's like a big difference between us though.
Yeah.
We're decent people trying to rescue wrongfully imprisoned
Yeah, that's true.
relatives.
She's actual pirate doing
She's
that.
an actual pirate just breaking out more pirates.
So,
Eh.
It's a grey area, I'll give you that.
Look, Misky and I have done worse, probably.
yeah.
I respect the hustle.
I have zero doubts.
So I guess Masiba is Jack Sparrow and Ricky is Captain Barbados.
But
Barbosa, that's it.
No, I like Barbie.
Captain
Ricky,
Barbados!
married now. I'm a little busy here.
I'm Colonel Barbell.
I'd like to give her my bar.
Barbosa.
Eh.
Also, yeah, I don't think I've ever killed a person. Pretty
No,
sure
you
the
definitely
closest.
have.
No, the closest I think I ever got was casting puppet on a guy and making him walk off the ship.
Well,
I haven't killed him, but I threw him off a ship to his death.
It was indirect.
Yeah, indirectly
Also-
killed that son of a bitch. It's fine.
Under the widely known felony murder clause, by using inspiration to inspire us to commit murder, you are definitely an
right,
accomplice to murder and accountable
Mhm.
for any murders. Acquisition of a crime.
Yeah, man, I'm not getting out of this. Get fucked.
We just go through the technicalities of law.
You are assisted homicide in everything.
I definitely got you guys to do all the dirty work. You're right.
Mhm.
100%. It's kind of like how your family got charged with piracy and conspiracy to piracy for your piracy.
Don't worry about it.
Like, for example, a getaway driver can be charged with the murder that is done by, like, his accomplice inside the bank that just shoots a dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, the accomplice driver didn't even encourage him to shoot him, he just fucking shot him.
So, on a side note, you know, just captured a officer of the law in a military base.
That's fine.
Well,
That's fun.
Haven't
it's
killed
highly
her.
legal.
Still clean.
Look how easy we will swing from one plan to another.
It's
You
beautiful.
gotta adapt.
To be
Hey,
fair,
look, whatever
our
works.
previous plan was pretty garbage.
It definitely was. That plan was going on a wing and a prayer. You were gonna have to, like,
Yeah, that plan was like, we have documents that prove their innocence. Can we go see them? And then that's where the plan stopped.
Aren't you glad Ricky Charming Buckley is here?
Yeah, I was ready to jump on that.
I feel like this is Josh's way of saying, you guys are idiots and gonna get yourselves killed. Here's a backup plan.
Oh no, I didn't even know what your fucking backup plan or plan was. This was literally in place to happen after she stepped off the ship last week.
I'm glad.
Nice.
No, I mean, my backup plan was we were going to make sure all the gates were shut, and then I was going to fill up the entire courtyard with water, and we were going to drown all of the soldiers.
That was not
all
a
the
plan.
Yes, it was.
Look, murder is always at the forefront of our minds.
But okay, I'm not done yet. And then as we fill up the entire courtyard with water to drown all of the soldiers, we then go up around the perimeter wall and we kill all of the archers. This perimeter warning guard. I then anchor token every large troop transport out in the courtyard. And then we go downstairs, find your dead parents' drowned body.
God.
And just have not left for 5.
That's fucked up.
Nutliff just
Well,
kind of looks at you guys like, what the fuck is this shit? You haven't been revive dead people every fucking day! What are you doing out there?
Really,
Nice.
it is a really efficient plan, though.
Feel the
Yeah,
ship
no, I
doctor,
like
do
it.
your job.
Shut up and revive.
Yeah, totally legitimate plan that would involve minimal bloodshed because they'd all drown.
Yeah, there's no blood.
Counter offer though, what if we somehow turn them all into vampires and then we flood the thing?
Oh yeah, that's much more achievable. Let me just get out my vampire makey juice.
Here, I've got some vampire spit right here.
That's fine.
Meanwhile, Milliran is just outfitting the fucking
But no one's having a great day.
Warden General with
Like-
the greatest shit ever.
Everyone's having like a smithing mini game.
Thus, also, why drowning was a good idea.
I don't even know what I'm getting paid.
It's true.
Nice.
You're getting paid with your freedom.
I mean, apparently I'm getting paid.
You willingly walked into the jail. You live there now.
Paladin's gone, boys. Let's kidnap guards.
That's it.
I mean-
That's it. Jake is now just gonna play temporary Jill Sigmore until the fucking prison break.
You play her. She's unconscious in our ship.
She's
That's
gonna be
me.
fed unconscious poison the entire time, and then she's going to be dumped off the ship when we leave. That's literally going to be the rest of our interaction with her.
It's the perfect thing for
I'll
Jake.
play her. Yeah.
You can occasionally make an unconscious groan. That's about all you can do.
Yeah, when we're done here, I cast restoration on her, so she wakes up, and then Ein's trying to yeet her off the ship. I feather fall her. And she just sails back down.
Sails
This is
back down.
Concert on, like, down the road or something.
God.
Yeah, I'm sure none of this will come back to bite us.
I thought it was someone just playing music really loud.